right. Hello. Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, and I am doing a live stream on Sunday evening. It's about 7:20 Pacific Standard Time. So hopefully you've got your notification ringing your mobile device or your computer, let you know. I'll probably keep this up at least till midnight tonight. Maybe I'll leave this one up if it turns out to be a good one. I don't like to leave too many live streams up on our homepage on YouTube, but I'll leave some up from time to time. So maybe let's make this a good one, and I will do so. So anyway, hey, we got people jumping on already. I guess you guys got your notifications, and let me know if the audio is cool this time. I remember last time I came on and my audio was all echoey, so I think I know how that happened and why. So I think we should be cool now. So let me know if it sounds cool and normal and non-echoey to you. So what's up, Angel from the other side? And Gannon, cool, Angel. I'm glad you're seeing our Instagram stories. Everyone, if you're not following Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram, please do so. And it sucks. Angie says a lot of people have been commenting, wow, I haven't seen a post from you guys in months or a year. And like, it's the stupid algorithms that aren't showing you guys our content. So make sure you like it too, and hit the like or heart button to make sure that you're telling the Instagram algorithm to, and that's the same here with YouTube. A lot of people say, I haven't seen your videos pop up in my feed for months. Well, we make them like several times a week, so hit the notifications to make sure, not the notification, the like button and the notifications. All right, cool. Tracy, our moderator, is here. Awesome. We just got started like a minute ago, so no time for trolls yet, but I'm glad you're here, Tracy. And who else is here? Hustle Zone TV, you eating a lot of bananas because of me. Awesome. Vegan Jerry and Jerry's Rafferty. If you guys haven't seen speaking of our Instagram, make sure you're following on Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan. Yeah, Angie took some great photos and some video too of this really like super special Valentine's dinner we had that was hosted by Kat Von D at her tattoo shop in Hollywood. Really exclusive event. I don't think there are any more than 30 guests at it. I heard it sold out like in instantly for the most part. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, some really, really good food that was provided by Alchemy Organica. And hey, guess who's here?
Talking about our Valentine's Day?
Yeah, someone's asking about our Valentine's Day.
Someone's asking?
Yeah.
I'm not going to stay along, but...
Oh, cool. Look who's here. Just started all off. Angie B. Let's see, make sure I got you in frame here. Yeah, you can come in a little closer, I guess. Yeah, awesome. Angie's here, guys.
Yeah, that was such an unexpected Valentine's Day.
Yeah, kind of unexpected. Yeah, but it turned out to be really nice, really cool. I'm glad it came up. It just kind of fell into our laps, sort of.
Yeah, we just were in the right place at the right time, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people were like, "Oh, so you're like really good friends with Kat Von D?" Like, no, that's the first time we never came across her.
Met her before. First time I remember crossing paths with her.
Yeah.
We've been at the same places a few times, but yeah.
I think so.
Circle V and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see her there though. So I just quickly I wanted to tell you guys that I discovered something about Instagram it's
I told them.
Really disheartening.
Yeah.
You told them?
I told them, yeah.
No one's seeing my content?
Yeah, people say, I haven't seen a post from you in like months or even a year. It's like, you're saying I'm putting stuff up every single freaking day. Yeah.
And I'm like, I've tried so hard to be like a really good photographer and to curate it so well and use all my hashtags and just be like so conscientious and everything. And so hardly anyone's seeing it. I can't say no one, but just like, a lot of people are not seeing it.
Yeah.
I was wondering because I used to get like 1,000 likes, and then like they changed something about the algorithm, and I started getting a lot less, and then I was kind of getting even fewer, and now hearing a lot of people saying that they never see us post anything is sad.
Yeah, so follow us on Instagram if you haven't already, and make sure
engage.
Yeah, engage. Yeah, comment, like a post, do something to let Instagram know that they should show this content to you if you're following, which is
I think it's because I don't
ridiculous.
Pay them.
Maybe that's it. Maybe they're looking for
I've never
sponsored...
paid for promotional content ever in our entire career, so they're like, oh, these guys aren't serious. They're not a real business. And you told them that I have that vlog.
I would say, yeah, and Angie is about to finish I guess the editing's done. You're just uploading the thumbnail and the description for a new vlog.
Well, I made a thumbnail, but you didn't like it, and you want to make a different thumbnail.
Oh, no,
so
I
don't know.
Oh, yeah, often when I give you a suggestion, you interpret it that
completely
that
change everything about it.
No, I just said, oh, it would be cool if you had like one of those raccoons in the thumbnail or something.
But I put a raccoon on my last thumbnail. I don't want people to think it's the same video.
Okay, that was just my 2 cents. I didn't say I disliked it or to change everything. I said, oh, it'd be cool if you had an animal in it. Because you have a lot of animals that pop up in your videos.
I do. I have so much footage on my phone. In fact, I was gonna say talking to the raccoon, and a raccoon was up on the porch just now. I have so much raccoon footage now, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. You could start Angie's Special Raccoon Friends channel for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I gotta go. Actually, I gotta write the description, the show notes, get the thumbnail going, there's a lot that goes into these videos, you guys.
Yeah, so
a lot of dumb.
Yeah, look for that tomorrow. Just a cute, fun blog. We're doing some cool stuff. You get to see some great food, and actually, you'll see Angie actually in the kitchen in action for a minute or two.
Yeah, I kind of like showed what I was making, some of the process of making it for those of you that miss watching me cook. And there's some more stuff about your campaign.
Here's Wayward Winchester. It says bring some raccoons in.
In the house?
No way, Winchester.
Oh, man. No, they would probably go nuts in here. They probably first would, in the dining room, I have a lot of fruits. They probably would run in there and just like, going crazy.
Oh, check out Boise Triathlete. He said he asked Dr. Greger if he helped Wilkes, James Lightning Wilkes, for the Cresser beatdown, and Gregor gave him a slow smile and said, I might have been involved with that. Interesting.
But today, I know that he was at there was a health.
They're doing a tour.
In Camarillo.
I remember one of our viewers told us here that there's like I think Gregor's going to be here soon, and then after that, Dr. Neil Bernard in Torrance.
Oh, yeah,
wow. I just totally forgot about that with all I've been so busy lately. It's hard to like stay on top of everything.
Crazy, guys. Yeah. We're so behind on everything. Yeah. It's nuts. I have so much video and photo footage on my camera that I haven't even been able to like share with anybody yet. It's nuts. And we have like a song that's been completed we haven't been able to get out, and
oh god,
all these I can't. No, it's stressful when I start thinking about all the stuff we haven't finished. We have all these partially done projects.
It sucks.
I know, it's a horrible feeling. Yeah,
I guess we need fewer interests in life or something.
That's
fewer
tough.
pursuits.
I mean, I already pretty much gave it my podcast. I was gonna do a last second Valentine's Day mix for Chillcast because I've done a Valentine's Day mix every year for like the last decade, and I was like, I could do one real quick. I got all the songs in a playlist, but I never actually got around to making a file and uploading it. So like, I have this dream to still have my late Valentine's Day mix.
I saw your question there, Shay. It looks like Tracy may have answered it for you. I just extend what she said there. If you're kind of isolated as a vegan, you don't have a lot of vegan friends, and I know what that's like. That's how it was for us in our early years of vegan. But yeah, finding some kind of network, a social network.
It's important.
Yeah, for us, it kind of began with finding like I don't have to go down this path, but that's how it worked out for us anyway. But was the LA Fruit Luck scene?
They were the second group of vegans.
You're not kind of those weirdos across the street, are you?
Yeah,
No.
There was these like people.
They're not. They
were interested in. They were making raw vegan food. They had like a raw vegan food company.
But they were really vegan though.
Yeah. Then the more we got to know them, the more we realized that they actually didn't care anything about animals. So then that was our first huge disappointment in meeting vegan community.
Yeah.
People that were like vegan for the trend.
Yeah, that's totally what they were. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we met the Fruit Luck people.
And a few of them I know are
a lot of those guys are vegan anymore.
Yeah. But anyway, the place to start if you're not meeting people in your physical local environment is to look online, and maybe you'll find some that live near you. And if worse comes worse, yeah, you can always hang out with me here on the live streams.
I know, exactly. You never know, we might come online. Let's see. Anyways,
Vegan Metalhead wants to know when you're doing another animal video. Well, that'd be tomorrow morning.
Animal video? Like all the animals that live here?
I mean, your vlog that's coming out tomorrow will, amongst feature other things, many of the animals that frequent our yards.
Yeah, like the stray cat that's been coming around a lot. He was actually being really friendly. He let me film really well. Yeah, he's in it, and like 3 raccoons. I can't remember. Is a possum in it? I think a squirrel's in it. I don't know if the possums made it.
Let's see, why did that get hidden?
Oh, excuse me, you guys.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we're just a little tired here. I didn't. Whoever asked a second ago, I didn't see Veg Source's latest video. I don't follow Jeff's channel, so I'm sure he made something provocative or controversial, right? That's kind of what Jeff does.
That's what gets clicks, apparently.
No, so I can't give you my thoughts on it, Craig, because I haven't seen it. Do you recommend I go see it? Is it something important, or is Jeff just kind of stirring some controversy up again? You know,
I hate controversy.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's bad. Or
controversy. So
they're actually nice people.
yesterday.
You know, I've visited their house a couple times at parties, but yeah, I know Jeff is prone to make a provocative topic. Yeah, why does Jeff always have controversy? I don't know. I guess
I'm telling you guys, because if you keep rewarding people with clicks, they'll keep doing it.
Yeah, I guess
I'm
that's
not
it.
pointing him out specifically.
No, just in general. That's how the internet works. Yeah.
On the internet, if someone says something stupid and you click it, they're going to keep saying stupid things. That's why I don't like to play that game.
Okay, it's interesting. It was about B12. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I did see the thumbnail that he stopped taking it.
Okay, so that's trying to be provocative, you know? It's like,
yeah, when other people are trying to tell you to start taking it, I guess that's
Jeff,
the time like, hey,
okay, yeah, B12, isn't that the vitamin Jeff had a beef with some other vegan YouTubers or doctors or something like that, like in the past year or something like that? Maybe he's just furthering that discussion or something like that. Johnny Bravo, you didn't get the notification of the live stream. What's wrong? How come social media platforms are conspiring to not show our content?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't know.
I guess you need to give them the payola and then they show your content if you're just like a nice person.
Oh, okay, thanks, Tracy. No, it wasn't B12, that was DHA and Dr. Furman. Okay, thank you for reminding me about that. I mean, if Jeff wants to not take B12, I hope he knows what he's doing. I mean, I'll defer to we've referred to him once today, medical doctor, Dr. Greger, nutritionfacts.org.
Yeah, he says to take it.
He says to take it. You've got nothing to lose. It's dirt cheap. It's not toxic. You know, you can't overdose from it or anything like that. What have you got to lose from taking B12? But I guess I'll have to watch Jeff's video and see what he thinks he's gaining from not taking B12. I mean, I didn't take B12 for maybe the first 3 years or so or 4 years of being vegan, something like that, you know, and my B12 levels were fine, you know, not to say it would have stayed that way indefinitely. I know, it takes a long time typically for B12 levels to become depleted. So anyway, you know, yeah, he's not a doctor. I'm just going to go
1,000.
I'm going to go with Dr. Greger. No offense to Jeff if you're watching or anything like that, but I'm going to just stick with medical doctor advice there. Let's see. Haley, you notice when you take B12, you break out. Wow. I mean, there's different forms of B12. You know, you might want to take a different way of ingesting it. Maybe take a sublingual spray instead of a pill or vice versa.
Once again, you're not a medical doctor.
I'm just saying maybe. I don't think there's anything inherent about B12. It could be something that's packaged or, you know, part of it, you know. I'm just speculating here, but but I'm saying
maybe you shouldn't speculate.
No, yes I can, because I know B12 is not known for but you'll break out. It's not a normal reaction from everything I've heard, so I think I can say that pretty safely. Every reason I can say
Johnny Bravo brought up the water soluble vitamins are super hard to overdose on since you pee it right out.
Yeah, so no fears about taking B12. And as you saw James Wilkes say on Rogan, if you go in and buy it with a bunch of friends, you can buy it in bulk, and if you're really cost conscious, can do it for pennies a day.
So sorry, guys. How about sitting here is making me suddenly.
Anyone else get oily hair on a vegan diet as plant power? I've had oily hair. My hair is always kind of naturally produced a lot of oil.
Well, first of all, you can't really say a vegan diet. There's not one vegan diet.
You could be eating Fritos. You could be eating like Dr. Greger. Who knows? Yeah. What if you smoked B12? Maybe that's.
I don't even know how you would do that. Like, I don't even know. It's not like it's a like a
Oh, I guess I see
plant
what you could do. Well,
sprinkle,
in my
like,
sublingual
tobacco?
spray, you could spray it on weed, I guess.
Spray on weed.
I don't know. I'm just getting silly here, but
That
I'm
would
going.
be very
I
cost-effective.
guess it is smokable if you really are intent on that, Cam.
You're crazy.
If it works for you, Cam, let us know and report back. I'm not gonna try vaping B12. There you go, Jorge.
Vaping it. It's crazy. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry.
Fortified weed.
Fortified.
Went off on a little weird
I want
tangent
the
there.
weed fortified with B12. That would be a lot more popular.
I know, huh? Maybe that's the next trend.
Yeah, smoking vitamins seems like it would probably destroy the.
It probably would, huh?
Once again, not medical doctors.
I don't think any medical doctor would ever just entertain the notion of smoking B12.
Oh my god.
But we can entertain the notion for a second.
Oh wait a minute! I just thought of how you could do it.
How?
The duckweed had B12 in it, right?
Yeah.
So you dry out the duckweed and
smoke that. Yeah.
I don't know if the B12 would survive that.
You
though.
guys know the Clean Machine duckweed Lentein that I like in my smoothies. Yeah, it's just a
I
green
figured it
powder.
out.
You could try to smoke that, I guess. You know, people smoke banana peels. You know, who knows?
Oh my gosh! I had a friend that tried that. I don't think anything happened.
Produce, not pills. Do you think most vegans smoke weed? I would venture
Doubt
that
it.
fewer than 50% of all vegans are weed smokers. I'm gonna go out on a limb and place $5 on that.
I have zero idea how many Americans even smoke weed.
Well, I'm sure someone could Google that for us right now.
But come on, like, or how many people are really admitting it or actually
You know what it's
getting
like?
talked to in a...
It's
like
like-
no one's asked me that question.
It's like the avocados, according to the anti-vegans. Like, you know,
What?
they see all us vegans are eating all the avocados and destroying the rainforest, when it turns out vegans don't consume avocados at a higher rate than the population at large. You know, so I would say, yeah, I don't think weed is overly consumed by vegans either. Stop bogarting the B12. We will try, Tracy.
Bogarting it?
Yeah, bogarting. You know the term bogart.
The vegans are bogarting all the B12?
Maybe I'm bogarting the B12.
Maybe.
Are you taking the B12 spray I have in the fridge? I don't see you do it.
I didn't take it today.
You didn't. Okay, as long as you do it several times a week. I don't watch you. You're doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, even though I'm getting it from the Lentein, the Clean Machine Lentein, I still spray a couple times a week. Why not?
It tastes good. It's like raspberry flavor.
Yeah, and then we get it in our milk too. It's fortified with B12, so we're getting B12 all the time. You know, that's why my B12 levels are so freaking high. I'm getting B12 literally like all the time, every day. You know.
Well, it's in the nutritional yeast.
Yeah, we've been
using a lot of
debatable if that's an absorbable form.
I've
It
heard
may
that.
or may not. I don't know. Yeah, so if it is, it could be even more reason why my B12 is super strong.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike has a video on why B12 might break out some vegans. Okay, cool. Figures Mike would have done something on that. Right on.
What is it? Mike's getting a certificate in
Masters of Public Health, I thought it was.
Oh,
Well, at least
Masters
I
of
haven't talked
Public
to him
Health.
about that in a couple years.
I don't know how it's gone.
I think it would be done-ish by now-ish.
Done-ish by now.
Yeah.
Mike and his lady are having a baby.
They had a baby.
They had the baby.
Yeah. You guys know that. Mike the vegan.
They had it already?
Yeah.
Oh, I had to see a pic.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, thanks, Chris. Thanks for watching our videos. I'm glad the algorithm is still showing you
Oh,
our
I know,
content.
seriously. Actually, you guys, please click that little notification bell to make sure that you find out when stuff comes out. That would be helpful.
Yeah, that tells YouTube to, please let me know when there's a live stream, a new video, a community post, anything that we might put out there for you. A photograph, who knows?
Oh my gosh, the Grand Prix, that is so the opposite of our vibes.
Yeah, review all the food trucks.
No way.
I bet it would be hard pressed to find some vegan
Imagine how
options
stinky it must be
at
down
the Long
there
Beach
with all
Grand
the
Prix.
exhaust fumes
Well,
and everything.
one time I was jogging or running on the bike path before the Grand Prix, like the day or so before, and I got so close, and all I could smell was like burning rubber.
Yuck.
It was horrible,
No.
toxic junk. So I turned around. So I'm gonna venture that there's probably no good food there, and I say this based on recent experience in the past month or three with Long Beach events
Oh, I
and their
know.
food trucks. Ones that were put on by like our mayor and the Democratic Party of California. You think ones that might be a little conscious, hey, let's get some vegan food because it's California and Long Beach. Nope. So if they don't have it, I doubt the racing fans will be able to get some. So if you're going, bring your own food.
Oh, no, here's a place that will have vegan food. Tracy's asking if we're going to the Natural Products Expo West.
Yeah, that's come up in a couple weeks. First week of March.
Just got our passes.
Yeah, in the email. Yeah, we haven't printed them out yet or anything. But yeah, we plan to go to that again. I don't know if we're going to go 3 days in a row.
Yeah, I know. Every time we think we're just going to go one day and then we end up going like 3.
We should put cap a limit. No more than 2,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure out a way to enforce that. But yeah, we're going to go to Natural Products Expo again this year and see all the newest stuff, I'm going to go there and hassle Morning Far Storms and say, hey, get your...
I know.
I saw another article. They said they will complete the transition to fully vegan products by 2021. Yeah, I thought last year they're saying it's going to be 2020.
Yeah, I haven't seen
because we were just at the market the other day, picked up their sausage links. Still has egg or whatever. It's like, why was that even in there in the first place?
I know. I don't get it. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do all that crazy vlogging this year.
Yeah, let's just...
It's a lot.
It's too much. It makes it too draining, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure how to approach the Natural Products Expo this year. We could, take samples home and do trying at home. So it's so loud there and there's so many people that I can't really get permission for filming. It's really hard to stake out an area where there's no faces.
People have seen us go for the past 3 years. I think, we can just go for ourselves.
But I mean, yeah, we could definitely bring some stuff back and try it as if it was
cool. Vegan Zombie's going to be in town again for Expo. Yeah, he usually comes out.
Well, that's one of the reasons I like to go, to see people that we don't always run into, like Chris.
Like Zombie. Vegan Zombie. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see him make a video, why I'm no longer vegan. How long's he been vegan for? 30 years now? 20 years?
Well, not quite 30, but
20 years, right?
Pushing 30. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, Vegan Zombie doing a meetup. I know every time we see him, he says that you guys ask him for a meetup, and we have talked about doing a group meetup, but I don't know if it'll actually happen or not. But
yeah.
Alrighty, well, maybe I should split and let you talk about whatever you talk about.
Yeah, whatever you guys want to talk about. Yeah, and let me know too. I'm planning to research / hopefully film a video tomorrow. So if there's any topics you think I should be on right now because it's hot,
but not one that's gonna get all demonetized over and over by YouTube like that last video.
Well, I should make a video about that.
I know.
Basically,
seriously.
you can't say coronavirus in your video, or your title, especially if you want it to stay monetized. And no one can even
comment coronavirus.
Yeah, it's really lame. So I might make a video, which I know will probably get demonetized. Forewarning other YouTube content creators not to make a video.
Well, I mean, also, we learned you can no longer say children.
I had that in the title once, and YouTube said, not appropriate for most advertisers. It's like, what? I didn't say anything weird.
Oh, hello, Sugar Plum. I need to drink some water. Someone's about to make some... Yoga Kennedy's about to make some vegan, gluten-free chocolate chip waffles. That sounds decadent.
Put one in the food teleporter.
I know, right?
Isn't that what they have in... I think I'm combining 2 Star Trek ideas. The transporter and the food maker thing. What's the food maker thing called?
What are those called? Shoot,
the food machine.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, what's that thing called again that makes the food?
We haven't watched any
and it's vegan too.
We still have not seen
Picard.
I know. See Picard.
Yeah, we need to try to get a CBS trial or something like that. Yeah,
I want to see Picard. Man. I feel like I always yawn when I'm in here with you. What's up with that?
I don't know.
It's like the light in my eye makes me yawn.
I don't know, but you're probably tired before.
Yeah,
no one's helping us out what the food machine is called.
Shoot, man. Like Replicator?
Yeah,
I think it's a
replicator. I think you got it. I think it's the food replicator.
That's it.
Okay, that's cool. The food replicator. The teleporter there's the transporter.
Teleporter. Is that it?
I want to say transporter. Shoot.
Bro, I don't even know right now.
It's been a while since we were like watching a lot of Star Trek.
Aren't even Trekkies anymore.
I know, we're gonna totally be lost.
We've been doing too much Star Wars stuff at Disneyland.
Star Wars stuff, like eating like vegan sandwiches and stuff.
When I first started hearing about kombucha and like this. These kids moved to town that were making really good kombucha, and they started a business, and they had I was drinking their kombucha, and it was good, and all these people, the fact that people you mentioned earlier, everyone is like making their own kombucha at home in jars and everything, and so I tried a lot of kombucha, but I found it didn't agree with me. It makes my throat feel really acidic.
It's like for you drinking wine kind of, or
like
alcohol.
Extreme. Yeah, so
it makes sense.
I gave it up.
It's kind of like wine. It's a fermented thing if you're drinking a lot of it.
It didn't agree with me.
So I saw Tracy and others have confirmed it is transporter, not teleporter. And Dawn has an interesting video idea. I don't think I have a video about the best reasons for going vegan. That could be fun. Reasons? A positive video where I'm not responding to some narcissistic anti-vegan nonsense or thing. Yeah, that's a good idea. Thanks, Dawn. I will ponder that. That could be a fun one to make, huh? Probably won't get 100,000 views or anything, but that's not why we make videos, to make clickbait. Like
I certainly don't. Well, like I say, I'm like barely in frame. Yeah. We don't really go to vegan street fairs too far.
It's really
we went one time so we could meet up with Chris.
Zombie.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, just because if you look on a map from Long Beach to where vegan street fair is, and it's pretty far. Yeah. Ryan, a video on the top 10 reasons to go vegan. That's too many. Maybe I'll do the top 3 or 5, or just the best reasons to go vegan. Yeah, why not, huh?
I mean, that's what you talk about every video anyways, so just wouldn't be directed at someone saying something stupid. Veganism's going nowhere in the U.S. Wow. That was a bleak way of looking at things. We have so many more vegan restaurants and vegan companies
than ever. It's crazy.
What about the fact that Beyond Meat is like getting into every fast food chain?
And they're right down the road here, basically, from us. Yeah. Exactly. I think Cam is joking, maybe. Cam usually has wise words.
Just in the UK, I think it's been getting a lot more press. That's not getting as much press out here.
Yeah, actually, Dawn, another great idea to follow up with your video idea. Yeah, you're right. There are really 3 reasons. That's why I like to call going vegan a triple win. Win for the 3 reasons you stated there. Yeah, I mean, you might come for one reason, like say you came for health and you learned about environment, and then you learned, you're right. It is morally wrong to kill animals and exploit animals. So maybe I'll think about that if I can do it without it seeming like too preachy. Just more informative and educational. We don't take multivitamins, Johnny. So we don't know.
What was that? Who said it? Oh, Produce Not Pills wanted to know if we would do YouTube house if we were invited, like Brian's thing.
Brian, it's hard for us to live somewhere other than here, I guess. I could go hang. I could spend the night or something, like a guest or something.
Yeah, well, I think we've joked around because we're not like super friends because we don't live in the same area, but we see each other at a lot of events, and like I've gotten them to participate in a number of veg fests and stuff. But I don't know. It's something like the people all pay money to be a part of it, and like to rent out a house together or something. Like I think we'd rather just keep our money here, paying for our mortgage and stuff.
Oh, check out Tracy. Said one of her students went vegan in January. Wow. How did that happen, Tracy?
January.
Like, did you have any part of that? You're not saying you were the sole reason or anything like that. I was wondering if you had a hand in that somehow. 10 vegans at your school of 1,100. Wow, that percentage needs to rise up, but I'm glad there's at least 10. There weren't 10. There definitely weren't 10 vegans in my high school when I was in high school. So, it just shows you where things are at. Things are on their way up. Let's see. Wow, what else? Ask her. Let's see. Cam is clarifying his earlier point. Maybe in California, but the rest of the country, especially the South, Midwest, veganism is very rare. I mean, I would take issue with some of that because I know, like, you know, Chicago, which is considered Midwest, I guess because it's a city, you know, a cosmopolitan city, very vegan friendly city from everyone I've talked to who lives in Chicago. And
yeah, and some of the companies that we've met at the expo are from Chicago too.
Yeah, and a lot of them are from Colorado too, not exactly the Midwest. Remember, we saw a whole bunch, like Bobo's is just one, a whole bunch. We couldn't, God, you're from Colorado too? You're from Colorado too?
Yeah, a lot of really good
What's
stuff.
Was it Jackfruit Company from there too?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, a whole bunch. It's like, we couldn't believe it. So I understand the South though. I'm sure, yeah, things are moving at a much slower pace there. But I mean, if you look at the numbers for people eating meat-free diets now compared to, say, 5, 10, 15 years ago, all those intervals, it's up and up and up. So it is rising. But yeah, it is spiking in some places more than others, for sure. Any brand of kimchi we recommend?
Oh, I like Mother-in-Law's Kitchen.
Make sure you get the vegan one, obvs.
Yeah, they've got two vegan flavors now. The standard, like the red, and then there's one that's like a white kimchi. Many years ago, the founder was doing a tasting at Whole Foods, and so that was when I got to try.
We never heard of them.
Yeah. I'd seen the jar there, but I wasn't sure, you know. And then so she was testing it out, and she was talking about how it's literally her mother-in-law's recipe, and that's how it has the name Mother-in-Law's Kitchen. Yeah, and I've like ordered it from New York. They'll send it to you in like a soft pack in a box. Anyways, yeah, I like it. But honestly, I haven't really seen too many vegan brands because traditionally there's like some kind of a fish ingredient in kimchi. So you have to be careful. Just read the ingredients.
Read the ingredients. If they don't say vegan, just be really careful. That's true with anything you buy at a store. Where'd that one comment go? I hope it scrolled away. It was kind of funny, but didn't mean to be funny.
It didn't mean to be funny. Oh
man, where'd it go? Oh man, I lost it.
We're not big into fermented foods, Emily.
Rick Taylor asks. I'm gonna pick it out because it's kind of funny to me. You'll see why. Do you grow some of your own produce?
Oh.
Because someone once accused us of like, do you even garden, bro?
They didn't say that. They didn't say
that's
like that.
That's how Race Lever paraphrased it. Yeah.
Well, guess what? Watch my vlog tomorrow and you'll find out.
Yeah, you'll see a definitive answer if whether or not Happy Holiday Vegan grows any of their own produce. As we were accused of not ever growing produce. Not to say you have to as a vegan.
Every once in a while, someone shows up and starts going off about like that we should be growing. Like somehow we're not vegan enough because we don't grow all our own food, which you're not vegan enough. we had a garden plot before.
200 square feet.
Is really difficult. We're definitely not growing enough to live off of. And we just realized that, you know, if we just continue to support our farmers market, we would be doing a lot better. Then we could use our time more efficiently to do stuff like this.
Yeah, then been getting on our bikes and heading over every couple days to water quickly.
Oh no, Predators Not Pills. Remember, you guys are junk food vegans.
Yeah, from that video we did reading comp fan or your comments.
It was fast food vegans was actually what they said.
Yeah, fast food vegans. That's what methinks. Yes, you are, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even gone to all the weird places that sell the Beyond Meat burgers now.
So basically,
I don't care about fast food.
So watch tomorrow's vlog, Angie's vlog, to see the definitive answer, visual proof as to whether or not we even garden, bro. And I'll give you a sneak peek. We don't garden a hell of a lot. I mean, we don't toil out there all day or anything. I
really need to weed the garden.
You'll see, it needs to be weeded. Yeah.
I like my vlogs. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a fun vlog. We watched it last night. It was really fun.
I like it. Yeah, there's like some different things happen here, but you get just like a little snapshot of what's going on, you know?
Yeah, behind the scenes.
There's like
a
little bit about my birthday, a little bit about his campaign, a little bit about the various animals that live around our house, and some food. I think only 2 meals made it into this vlog, but
Jorge has a title suggestion for you. Do you even garden, bro?
Oh man, it's not enough about it to make that.
Yeah, just a little bit, like 30 seconds.
He'll laugh.
Yeah,
he'll totally laugh. All right, I should get out of here. I gotta get that blog.
Yeah, go get that happening. So
Yeah.
people will wake up tomorrow and be able to watch your vlog.
All right.
I'm in it a little bit too, but it's Angie's baby.
You're in it.
She filmed it, edited it, and all.
I did the whole thing. Yep. All right, babe. Have a good live stream.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Enjoy the rest of it, and I'll be seeing you on the vlog.
Yeah, mañana.
Right,
Watch the
my
vlog.
baby walking away.
Oh, we're talking about veganism in the South. I take that back. I know for a fact Texas has some good vegan offerings. I've not been there, but I've looked them up on Happy Cow. Our friends from Nadamu tell us about the great vegan eats they have in Austin, and they want us to come out and visit and take us to their favorite vegan restaurant, I assume it still is, over in Dallas. So there's vegan food to be found in the South, but maybe once you're in other parts of the South, you know, in the deep South, maybe it's a bit more difficult than Texas. But yeah, veganism is spreading. Just, yeah, it's not evenly distributed for sure. Johnny, a squirrel just chased you to your house? Yeah, well, some squirrels can be aggressive. I've never seen them really attack, but they just seem sometimes kind of fearless, which in itself is kind of like, you know, threatening, you know, a fearless squirrel. Oh, wow. Thanks for sharing that, Tracy. An ultra runner is a vegan in Louisiana. Cool. So if you can do it in Louisiana, you can probably do it anywhere in the South, huh? Houston, you're from Houston, Craig. Yeah, I haven't heard anyone talk about veganism in Houston. Not to say it doesn't exist. I've just heard people refer to great restaurant experiences in Austin and Dallas. So yeah, your mileage may vary once you're outside of those two areas. All right, what other questions you guys have here? And also any video ideas for me to work on. Maybe I'll work on Dawn's idea there tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how I wake up and how I'm feeling. Vegan in Florida. Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, that shouldn't be too tough to be vegan there, huh, Johnny? I thought veganism is, you know, modestly, relatively popular in that part of the country. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, okay, more confirmation here from Miss Butterfly Star that Houston is difficult. Yeah, I've never in my life heard anyone say, yeah, Houston, you know, vegan friendly place or anything like that. Let's see. Jorge Fruit, how's my ankle feeling? Yeah, good questions, guys. You might remember the vlog from like maybe 3-4 weeks ago where you saw me playing basketball against my friend Marquise, and I twisted my ankle and I continued playing and everything was okay. That ankle healed up pretty quickly. I didn't really twist it that hard, but like the next week, that was my left ankle. The following week, I twisted my right ankle, and I'm still feeling the effects of it. Last Thursday, I went to the gym and was finally, for the first time in like 2+ weeks, almost 3 weeks, able to actually play some basketball, do some jumping. And it's still not 100%, but I think I'm not hurting it. It doesn't seem to be getting more injured. I think when I'm now playing basketball, I'm actually, you know, strengthening it as long as I don't hurt it, which I haven't been, fortunately. So hopefully, I was thinking about going to the gym tomorrow, but Angie wants to go Tuesday, so I'll just go Tuesday. So my ankle has a whole nother day to heal. But yeah, my whole routine has been off. I was planning to go through another slam dunking kind of phase, but the ankle injuries threw that off. So I've been doing more upper body strengthening and leg work as well, stuff that does not involve jumping and landing and stuff like that. But I can jump again. I was grabbing the rim on Thursday, which impressed me since I told you I wasn't able to jump for a few weeks. I thought I may have lost all my hops in that time. So anyway, now Angie doesn't massage the ankle. It just needs a little more time. I've had different degrees of ankle injuries. There's like tweaks, like, you know, little light sprains, and that's what I had in that one vlog. And then I had probably a couple weeks ago, this one I'm still nursing is probably a level 1 or grade 1 sprain, you know, which, you know, you gotta deal with it. You just can't, you know, just can't rush it back. You gotta wait for it to be ready, or else you're gonna feel it and you'll re-injure yourself. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the gym Tuesday, and yeah, I think I'll be fine. Hopefully so. What else y'all asking about here? Oh, the slam dunk contest, Matt. Yeah, I was kind of I was hoping to see more from Dwight Howard from the Lakers. Being an old dunker, I can relate to Dwight. I never had his kind of hops or anything like that, but I was pretty sure just from watching his dunks that, especially his first one, that he wasn't warmed up yet. He looked really just kind of tight and not loose, not fluid. I see him dunk all the time with the Lakers, and you can watch, recent dunks of his on YouTube and, see what he's like when he's warmed up. I wish he got to do more, but yeah, it was a cool contest. It looked like they were going to have 2 winners. Yeah, kind of controversial results there, but it was cool. It was fun. It was an entertaining dunk contest. I'm not watching the game right now either. Usually I watch like the first quarter, and I remember why I don't watch all-star games. They don't play defense. They don't want to get injured. They want to score a lot of points and look good, and which is fine. I'm not criticizing. It's just not that exciting because me personally, I'm a defensive player. Defense first. So watching a game with no defense, it's like, this is fake, You can go to the gym and play and have people defend you tighter than the players are playing in the all-star games. So anyway... What does my shirt say? Beans, rice, everything nice. Little rhyme there. I wore it today earlier. Thought it was just a cool shirt I could wear all day. You guys know I'm running for city council. I met with our local Sierra Club, talking to them about, they're trying to find a candidate to endorse. So I just wore this shirt. Then I went to farmers market afterwards. They were cool. We'll see how that goes. Let them know, I'm the only candidate running who really is a climate activist. That's what I do. Plant-based activism, climate activism, animal activism. Anyway, Kayvon. Thank you, Kayvon, for our first super chat tip of this live stream. I can't believe I've been on how many minutes now? 40, 30 minutes, and haven't got a live super chat tip. So thanks so much, and check out our Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan, or at Ryan Lum, and you'll see a shout out there for you. So thanks so much. And you don't even have a particular question. Just said, hey, thanks for all your videos and content. You're very welcome. I'm grateful that you appreciate what we're doing. I think we're getting better as we do this. We learn more about veganism, and we learn more how to do our craft here of video making and vlog making. So cool. I just enjoy doing this. So thanks so much. Ankle support, not available. No. Ankle support is actually weakens your ankle. I've learned this over time. I've had much better results not getting injured. I don't want to use 2 double negatives there, but yeah, I've had far fewer ankle injuries in the past few years that I wear low top shoes. Yeah, you want the high top shoes keep your ankle just fixed. It doesn't move around enough. And you still twist your ankles wearing high top shoes. I got my worst sprain ever wearing high top shoes. So yeah, when I go, I think I just have stronger ankles now because I wear like low cut shoes when I play basketball. I go running in my flat bottom, natural kind of shoes, just letting the ankle move and get stronger. It's when you keep it rigid and not moving and it's not doing what, the movement it needs to. Why would the muscles be strong? Because the shoe's supporting it. So yeah, no, I've had pretty good luck with not getting ankle injuries. It's just dumb luck that I had 2 in like a week and a half. Just, both times I stepped on a dude's ankle, or a dude's foot. When you step on a dude's foot, your ankle caves in. It sucks. But anyway, that's my theory. I'm not a podiatrist or anything like that or a medical doctor, but I've been, playing basketball on and off for a lot of my life. So that's my opinion on that one. Our dinner on Friday, Amanda, it was awesome. Yeah, check out our Instagram. Angie has some cool pictures, photos. I think she has a story too of us with Kat Von D, and it was an amazing Valentine's haunted kind of goth kind of Valentine's theme. It was fun. Yeah, we were very blessed to have gotten in on it. It was just like I told you guys earlier, like maybe 30 people, 30 guests tops were able to get tickets for it. So we were really lucky, and it was the best Valentine's dinner for vegans or for anyone for that matter. I'm sure you could find around here. Kavan, another super chat tip. Wow, you're curious now. You have a question. Let's see. Are me and Angie voting for Bernie? I gotta say, I didn't make a video about it or even an Instagram post, but I was really, we were both saddened to see Andrew Yang drop out of the competition because I thought first of all, he's kind of a little bit of a role model for me. You know, my first time running, and I see an Asian man, a fellow person of Chinese descent, running for president, something, you know, I thought I'd never see in my life. And here he is, you know, he survived past most of the candidates, which had much more political experience, but more so than the role model. I really felt I love Bernie. I'm not dissing Bernie. I'm just telling you my praise for Yang before I move on to Bernie. But yeah, I felt he brought a unique voice to the conversation. He was the first candidate, a serious candidate, talking about what's going to happen in our future. It's already happening. We're undergoing the most radical transformation of our workforce, of our economy. That, you know, it's happening right now with artificial intelligence, automation, and the role of universal basic income to help alleviate some of that transitional stress. And people weren't really taking that seriously until now. So I'm glad he added that to the national conversation. So I won't be voting for Andrew in the California primary. So yeah, therefore, yeah, Bernie is my no-brainer vote in the primary. So we'll see how that rolls down. And that's the same day as my election too for city council. Wow, you guys really want me to respond to Jeff Nelson's B12 video, huh? Because someone else, I forgot who was asking that earlier in this live stream. I guess I will. If you guys really want me to check out Jeff's B12 video. Again, I'm not a medical doctor, so it'd be like two non-doctors responding to each other. I'm not sure how worthwhile that is, but I'll check out what he says. And if you guys really want me to check it out, I typically don't watch his videos. I'm not subscribed to his channel or anything like that, but I will check it out because I'm not set on what my video will be for tomorrow. I'm going to research and hopefully film a video tomorrow. So hopefully so. What else y'all talking about here? Do I think the KFC plant-based nuggets are okay for vegans? I have not done any research on that yet, but aren't they making not only nuggets, but like a KFC like fried chicken that's vegan? I can't even wrap my head around that. I definitely want to see that at some point. Let's see, what's Tracy saying there about Jeff's video? You thought it was a little silly, the science was not convincing. All right, I will definitely check this out now, guys. All right, I'm surprised you guys all watched it. So your sugar bumps saying you watched it, just watched it and was wondering, you have no idea. I'll check it out. I mean, I don't know if I'm the right person to respond, not being a medical doctor, but I can definitely fact check the science. That's something I feel modestly qualified to do. I'll check it out and I'll just give my opinion on B12 supplementing, which is, based on science and experience. Let's see. Brescola Frio, I have no idea about that one. Anyone know the answer to that? That's a very technical question there. Let's see. You guys want to know how my election is going? It's going. It's only have a couple more weeks. I think we're done with all the debates and stuff like that. So now it's just the home stretch. I was walking around the neighborhood yesterday. Actually, a whole different part. Not even really my neighborhood. The whole other side of town, which is still part of the district I'm in. I tell you, I met with the Sierra Club earlier this morning. And it was cool. I just wanted to go talk to them anyway. So, it was just a good excuse to meet our local Sierra Club people. And, whenever they asked me a question that was outside my area of expertise, best ways to handle trash and recycles, hey, if you got some experts on that, tell me. My main goal is to find a solution that doesn't incinerate, doesn't pollute, and reduces greenhouse gas emissions. So you guys tell me what's the best way to approach that. Okay, I will fact check his video, see what it's about. Produce Not Pills wants to know about my experience running for office. I'm going to make some videos about that. So yeah, I will tell you more about that. How many people am I running against? There are 7 of us, myself included, in this race. No incumbent. I think that's why so many people are running, because it's really hard to run against an incumbent. So yeah, it's kind of crazy, but yeah, I'll talk more about this. I'm really tired, and I'll be glad once March 3rd has come. How can people vote for me? Asked K-Van. Well, you have to for better or worse, you have to live in Long Beach, and not only that, be registered to vote, and furthermore, live in District 2 in Long Beach. So that's the only way a person can vote for me. It's a local election. So yeah, I'm talking to people from all over the country, all over the world right now, but only probably none of you can probably vote for me. So I can't really leverage YouTube into like local politics all that well. Why no incumbent? Because I don't want to speak bad or anything like that, but this is her first term, and there's a lot of controversy surrounding her. Just things that don't reflect all that well. So I think the powers that be, like the mayor, the establishment, figured she'd be pretty hard to reelect, and found someone they thought was more electable to be their establishment candidate, who got all the endorsements from the mayor, most of the city council, all the big unions, and the tons of independent expenditure money that flows into their campaign. So yeah, that's what goes on. I think it was just the decision by our establishment. That's how elections work, guys. It really is. You saw it happen in 2016 with Bernie and the DNC. That same crap happens on the local levels too as well, believe it or not. All right, so anyway, what else y'all talking about there? Thoughts on the top 1%? Asking, since my parents are in the top 1%. Well, what about them? The top, not your parents, but the top 1%. Like, thoughts about what about the top 1%? It's kind of vague. I will answer your question, John. Just give me a little bit more specificity as what you're looking for there. The people protesting at Bernie's rally? I haven't heard about that. I'm curious, what are they protesting? Do they want a different Democratic candidate, or are they against receiving, like, health care, like, pretty much every developed nation gets? They want to pay high premiums and expect the profit-driven health insurance companies to somehow give us good service rather than serve their shareholders, which is what all corporations should be doing. So anyway, I'm just curious what they're bummed about. No, I love paying all my money to insurance. I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, what inspired me to get involved in politics? I asked LB. Good question. It was a chance meeting at a Christmas party, not this one from a couple months ago, but the year before that. I guess that would be 2018, when I ran into someone from the Humane Party. You guys may have heard of them, Clifton Roberts. I didn't meet him, but as someone who was involved high up with them and looking for more people to run for the Humane Party. So she got me involved. We were doing lots of planning and coordination. Unfortunately, as soon as I got my campaign up and running in the summer, she left. She had a disagreement of various issues with them that they couldn't work out. So she kind of left me high and dry, and that's what got me into it. So I had to just work it on my own. So that's what got me into it, actually. Strange story, but yeah, I don't know if I would have gone into it on my own without having lots of talks with her. Let's see. Oh, they're supporting Bernie. They were protesting Bernie supporting the dairy industry. Great. Bernie, if he really is to be taken seriously on climate change, and I say this about any of the Democratic, or any candidate for that matter, if they're to be taken seriously on climate change, these politicians really need to examine where they align themselves with animal agriculture, and dairy's part of that too. And we can get into the whole cruelty aspect of dairy as well. But Yang was the only person I heard cite the United Nations reports that you hear me citing here on Happy Healthy Vegan YouTube channel, which is that we need to basically go vegan or stop eating meat. So yeah, we need to stop supporting animal agriculture in general. So yeah, Bernie, I know he's a little bit older. He probably isn't not as up on the science like Yang or myself are, but yeah, he needs to hear it, So if they want to protest and try to get that very important message, which he should incorporate into his campaign, why not? Let's do it. Do I go to Cubes of Truth? Why or why not? Asked the vegan sensei. Didn't someone ask me this last time? I went to a Cube of Truth here a couple months ago at Long Beach at the Pike and tried to engage some people in discussion, but it was just a cold night. Not too many people showed up. But I like how they do it. They're non-confrontational. They don't say, hey, come talk to me, you bad person, or anything like that. They're not being high and mighty. They're just showing some images and not saying anything, just silently with their anonymous masks on, showing people true facts about reality. Facts that have been hidden from them because of the ag-gag laws that the dairy industry, their lobbying groups have passed. So I think they're doing a service to people for the public, letting people know what really happens behind the closed doors and the closed cameras and the animal agriculture biz. Let's see, Johnny Bravo. Should billionaires exist? Well, we can't make them not exist, right? Like kill them or anything like that, or take all their money away or something like that. But I think it's extremely unfair that corporations can pay a lower tax rate than what I pay. I think it's really unfair that Jeff Bezos pays, at least Amazon pays pretty much zero in federal taxes. I mean, I pay more. You guys all pay more than Amazon, a company that makes billions of dollars. How is that fair? I mean, it makes absolutely no sense how billionaires get to take advantage of all the benefits of doing business in our country and yet not pay their fair share of taxes. So, that's a problem. And that's why we have all these inequalities in our society. I like how Yang called it. It's becoming more than ever a winner-take-all society where the richest get all the gains and everyone down below is just trying to make ends meet. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a radical idea that billionaires deserve to be taxed. I mean, they don't deserve to be untaxed as many of them feel entitled to. I mean, that's just a completely selfish and narcissistic view. If you think you are so great of a person that you don't deserve to be taxed. I mean, come on, let's get real. Let's see, produce not pills. Do I have any permanent injuries from running? You think you messed up one of your toes? I mean, if I do, it must not be that serious because I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I guess I ran in a really sane way, and I probably had some luck too, but I tried to run with good form and not running with shoes that offer all the support for the heel, so which would encourage a lot of pounding. I ran in thin-soled shoes. Ultras were my favorite. Ultra Instincts were ones I ran in for probably the most. Flat bottom for the most part, zero drop shoes, not sponsored, even though I did get one free pair from them one time many years back. But anyway, I think I'm fortunate, some luck, like I said, but I think a lot of it had to do with having the right gear and good technique and knowing how often to push it and how often to just take it easy and having sensible buildups in my mileage, not going from 5 miles one week, 6 miles the next week, then doing 15 or 20 the next. It's all about being gradual. You might be inspired, if you're new into sport, you want to make up for lost time, and that's cool. You could probably do that in some sports, but running's definitely not one of them. Let's see, what else y'all asking about here? Drug of choice. Are we talking about legal or illegal drugs there? And what makes you think I take drugs, huh? What else y'all asking about here? Jorge Fu, I think the logic is because companies like Amazon create jobs. Awesome, but still, that shouldn't exempt them from paying taxes. In fact, when Amazon creates jobs, it's also a fact that they're gobbling up $20 billion from the existing brick and mortar economy and other e-commerce outfits for every year, 20 billion years. So, I mean, if you're gonna make billions of dollars, you should pay taxes. I mean, anyone could argue, oh, it's gonna all trickle down. Well, great, sure, it may trickle down, but it'll trickle down even better if you just pay your fair share of taxes. It's just, I kind of get bummed when I see non-millionaires and non-billionaires trying to like justify why the billionaires and millionaires are exempt from doing the things that we're obligated to do, like pay taxes. It's just part of life here, So there's only two things you can count on for sure: death and taxes. But I guess if you're a billionaire, you can avoid one of them. Advice on memorizing chord shapes, Ujed. Ooh, getting technical guitar questions here. Just practicing, practicing scales. This is something I'm not really like great at, but just knowing the notes that make up your chords, and where, because chording's one thing and like scales is another. It's just trying to visualize your as you're chording on your left hand, just visualizing what the notes are of that. That can be tough, but if you practice that a lot, it's easier. That's something I don't typically kind of worry about. I kind of memorize kind of more position shapes, like rather than like chord shapes, if that makes sense. Like boxes, like blues boxes, minor or major key boxes shapes. Yeah, trickle down. Yeah, I've heard that since the '80s when Ronald Reagan was like trying to like justify that back then. It's a nice theory, but it's just what's happened since the '80s. The inequalities of our society, economic speaking, have gotten even worse. So I mean, if it's a theory, it's a theory that's been disproven. Time and history do not favor its to offer support for it. All right, so what else y'all talking about here? Am I into any other stringed instruments? I got, let's see, looking around the room here. I mean, I got several acoustic guitars, steel string, nylon string, a bass guitar, a lap steel guitar. So yeah, I guess so. And if I find a piano laying around, I'll go hack on that too. Yes, the California primary is March 3rd. That's Super Tuesday, and that's my election day too. So that's going to be a really crazy time. Let's see, what else you guys have here? Let's see, what else? I think I missed some stuff here. Let's see, I'm scrolling back to what Johnny was talking about, his well-to-do 1% parents. Your parents think they should be taxed more. Huh, interesting. That's cool. Well, kudos for your parents to not feel entitled, like, oh, I shouldn't be taxed because I'm special because I have money. Like, no, money doesn't make you special. It doesn't make you exempt from taxes. So I'm glad to hear that they don't have that kind of entitled point of view. Or else I can make holidays really awkward and hanging out with them maybe. Let's see. Have I ever looked into getting a home biogas reactor for our veggie scraps? Actually, we used to have a, I don't know if it's completely vegan. We don't have it anymore. Some might argue it's vegan, some might not, but a worm composting system. This is a long time ago too. This is before we started our channel. Even though we kind of may have still had it then, I think the worms kept persisting for many years after we bought it. But we had that for kitchen scraps after a while. I think we just kind of graduated onto a compost bin, which we no longer throw our kitchen scraps in because a few years back we started finding little mice or rats in it. So we didn't want to provide a source for rodent infestation. So yeah, think about that. Tracy, do I have an Instant Pot in our studio? No, why do you ask that? No, we have no cooking devices here in this studio. This studio is strictly for like music making, listening, and video making and editing. I wish I did have a pot of chili back there. That'd be kind of cool. A loud beep in the background. Oh, yeah, it was this. It was the heater that you might kind of see up in the right up there. That thing. That was the beep. It's getting a little warm in here. What do I guys do for compost? Well, I tell you, we don't compost kitchen scraps anymore. Just because I told you we don't want to have the rodents come back and because when I saw them in the compost bin, we were simultaneously hearing them crawling in the walls. I go, great, they go live in the walls, and then they go eat from our bins. Like, let's just remove the food source. So now, yeah, unfortunately, the kitchen scraps get thrown away. But my banana, yeah, they all get thrown away now. I was going to say something about that, though. See if I see your question again, though. I was going somewhere. Oh, yeah, I still do compost, though. I mean, I compost. I'm not diligent about this, but like yard debris, particularly like leaves from certain bushes and trees, I'll put them in the compost bins. We have two. We were doing that much food composting. I had two. Anyway, I still put like leaves in there and then wet them down and throw that mulch out in the yard months later on. So that's my whole composting life right now. Let's see. Actually, I hooked up a second camera. I haven't even used it yet for this live stream. Let's see how this looks. See if it's any cooler or not here. What do you guys think of this? I got some software where I can use my iPhone as a camera for my software here. So we'll switch to that for a second. See how this goes. See if it's more groovy or not. Favorite guitar solo? Wow, tough. Well, I could probably change by the day or anything like that. But wow. Huh. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot I like, you know? It's like, as far as one that's just kind of chill, groovy, and moody, I'd say like Comfortably Numb, you know, by Pink Floyd. Let's see. I've always liked Stairway to Heaven's guitar solo too. Just so just mysterious, I guess is a good word for it. Just so moody and mysterious. What else? What else am I not thinking of? As far as like newer songs, ones from the 2000s, you know, I like John Mayer's solos on Continuum, like Slow Dancing in a Burning Room, just so chill. It's got such a good groove and vibe. So these are ones that are coming to mind right now. And if I think of another guitar solo in a second, I will tell you. Those are just ones that I remember like just tripping out on recently. I go, man, those are some nice solos. Yeah, Don't Trust Myself, Loving You by John Mayer on Continuum. That's a nice one too. Can we do any Stevie Nicks songs? Yeah, totally. Yeah, like Dreams. What else? Beautiful Child on Tusk. In fact, that song, Beautiful Child on Tusk, was kind of the inspiration for a song on our new album, strangely enough. You guys know we make music, right? Here's our album, our latest album, Life Goes On, and it's the inspiration for the title track, It's All Right. So if you haven't heard that, yeah, that's very Fleetwood Mac, specifically Stevie Nicks inspired song. Let's see, Don, please check. Thanks for the super chat tip there, Don. Please check website messages AYEK. What's that, Don? What is website messages AYEK? My interpretation, Don, is that you're saying maybe you sent some emails to the Happy Healthy Vegan website, and the account you sent them from is AYEK. So let me know what I should be looking for, and I will keep my eye out open for that. Let's see, we have a troll here too. I'm not worried because we have Race Lover. Hey, Race Lover and Tracy here to keep the trolls in line. Okay, Dawn, did I interpret that right though? That you sent a message to the Happy Healthy Vegan website contact form? Let's see, B12 Blaze. If we play the stream for the bar, what, someone's at a bar right now and has the opportunity to stream this to the bar? If so, that would be totally awesome. If you need my consent to do so, you have my consent to stream this to a bar. I'm totally cool with that. I mean, I go to bars sometimes. I've done some of my political interviews at bars, particularly like one around the corner here, the Good Bar. They have a lot of good vegan food there. It's a good place to meet up with people if they want to meet in my area and not have them come into my house. But yeah, when I meet up at the bars, I don't think I've ever ordered a booze drink of any kind. Just I'll get like a vegan, like, burrito or something like that. Yeah, that's why I go there. All right. What else you guys asking about there? Well, let me get some water here for a second. So we have a troll there. Is that Thousand Dude a troll or something? He's talking about powering the earth with cow poop or something. You know what else is in cow poop, right? Methane, which is about 25 to 100 times more potent as a greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. So I guess we can get some poop energy, but then we'd be just screwing ourselves as far as a long-term survival point of view. So I don't think that's the right answer. All right. So anyway, else, yeah, asking about here. Yeah. Yeah, Kay. Yeah, check out the what Tracy just posted there on our Instagram. Yeah, we had a wine pairing with our very special Valentine's dinner we had at Kat D's studio. Yeah, so I had a few bits of wine, but I actually didn't have that much wine, and I'll tell you why. A, I was driving. B, it was very kind of gothily decorated. Lots of candles, red candles. And the point I'm getting at is the candles are dripping wax into my wine glass, so I wouldn't drink my wine because there'd be some wax bits in there. So I kind of like, I gave them my glass and they bring me a new one, but still, I just wasn't into like, wine and wax mixing together. Is Kat Von D still vegan? As far as I know, I mean, we had a delicious vegan Valentine's meal at her studio. So yeah, as far as I know, she's still vegan. I haven't heard of her like making an "I'm not vegan" video anymore or anything like that. Yeah, she seems to be into it from what I could tell. We didn't really talk to her that much, but yeah, she seems like she's quite vegan as far as I know. Johnny Bravo, you do MMA fighting? Wow, I had no idea. That's pretty hardcore stuff, man. Yeah, I'm not a fighter, that's for sure. Okay, Don. So I did interpret that correctly. Cool. I'm pretty sure I'll see the email from that tonight, if not tomorrow at the latest. So I'll check that out, Don. Can't imagine what you sent there. Let's see. Um, let's see. Kay, what do you do if you can't afford medication for an invisible disability? I don't know the answer for that one, Kay. You're gonna have to figure that one. An invisible disability. Huh. Let's see. Do I enjoy that type of fancy cuisine like that? Like I guess you're talking about that Valentine's meal we had at Kat Von D's. Yeah, it was a very special meal that a local vegan chef made. Anyone who lives in Southern California or visits here may have seen their pop-ups, Alchemy Organica, and the pop-ups actually, she does them. It helps pay the bills, but she really likes to produce these really nice sit-down meals. There's a 5-course meal, really like 4 courses plus a dessert, so 5 courses. Everything's really well thought out, delicious, presented like art, wine paired. It was an amazing dining experience. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I mean, it's not something I'd feel entitled to do on a regular basis, but yeah, I mean, I haven't had a dining experience like that like in a long time, like years. So that was fun. Yeah, I don't, like I said, yeah, I enjoyed it, but I'm not gonna like make it a regular habit or anything like that. But I appreciate it. It was delicious and fun, and it was a good time. Uh, let's see. Ivan, vegans are the most hysterical people we will find around here. Law. Huh. If anyone's hysterical, Ivan, it's you, because you're the only one here writing or typing, I should say, in all caps, which is weird because the only people I know that type in all caps are like my grandparents and stuff. So and you just type the same thing twice in all caps, which is pretty amazing. So you didn't have to delete that, Trace. I'm just pointing out Ivan here. He thinks vegans are hysterical, yet the only hysteria I see is someone shouting at us in all caps. Ivan, we're going to give you a warning here. Don't say the same stupid nonsense over and over again. If you want to, you can go to someone else's live stream, but we want people that are going to just hang out and be part of the conversation, not hijack it or just say a bunch of rambling nonsense not related to anything. So if you want to converse with us, Ivan, you're more than welcome to hang out. But if you're just going to sit there and shout at all caps, irrelevant, nonsensical mumbo jumbo, vegans are hysterical, blah, blah, blah. Well, I mean, you could say, if you think vegans are hysterical, here, let me help you out, Ivan. You could say something like, yeah, vegans are so hysterical. And then maybe say why, rather than just shouting out. Maybe you'd say, yeah, I saw a vegan one time say this or that. And maybe you want to like explain a little bit more, rather just like throwing out these baseless accusations of nonsense. So anyway, let's get back to everyone else here. VegSeps, did Team LeBron win? I was, rooting for Team LeBron, I guess, representing West Coast and LeBron and Anthony Davis and all. But yeah, I said I didn't really want to watch too much of it. There's not much defense. There's really no defense in an all-star game. So I lose interest pretty quickly. Race lever, well, Ivan back. If he buys you a beer, well, I guess that would help race levers, undoing the ban hammer on them, perhaps. But that's not necessary. But that'd be cool. That might be a good tactic, Ivan. But get race lever a beer. What's my favorite cuisine? I like all vegan cuisines. Anything that's done well. It doesn't matter what like culture it comes from. If it's done thoughtfully and prepared with like fresh ingredients, top quality ingredients. And flavored well, presented well, I'm down with it. Wow, great question, Oliver. Will I have a great party for my 10-year vegan anniversary? I don't know. I never thought about that. I guess I could. I mean, I don't have an exact date. I know roughly when I went vegan, like to within a couple weeks, but I don't have an exact date. So it would be an approximation, but it still shouldn't stop me from having a party. Maybe I will have a party. Let me think about that, because you only, have your 10-year vegan anniversary once, right? Next year will be 11 years, not as appropriate as a 10-year vegan anniversary. So maybe I will throw out some kind of party. It's a cool idea. I could start kicking around with some people now. Maybe find a place if you guys want to come and have a 10-year vegan party. Maybe we can work out a place where we can rent out and have someone cater it. It'll cost a couple bucks. I don't think I can afford it. I'm not like a big rich YouTuber or anything like that. If you guys want to pay for what it costs people to host it and everything, I'd be down for throwing it. Yeah, when is my 10-year vegan anniversary? Asked Tracy. It'll be somewhere around late October, early November of this year. That's why I said 9.5 years vegan right now, because we're about halfway to that time of the year, roughly. Autumn Rowe, how was our dinner with Cal Bundy? Check out our Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan. Angie's posted a story and a nice, I think, 5 or 6 photo wall post of our evening. It was awesome. Great people, great food, great host. Yeah, nothing but positive. It was an awesome time. One of the best sit-down vegan meals I've had, maybe ever. It was definitely up there. It's in the top 4 for sure. Other side of the country, well, you can start planning. If I do something like this, I'll make it known well ahead of time. Give people at least 2 months of heads up if they want to come out or anything like that. Because we haven't done a meetup in a long time, so that would be kind of an interesting, way of doing it. 10-year vegan party, maybe so. Really, Chris, I missed one of the best NBA All-Star games ever. I watched the first quarter and some of the second quarter. I'm like, there's no defense. I'm not going to watch it. Man, the highlight plays are nice, but I see what's going on. When someone's like, near the basket, they just let them go for a slam. The defender just kind of stays down instead of sticking their arms up, let alone jumping straight up or anything like that. It's just a lot of slam dunks and wide open threes, which is cool, That's fine. It's entertaining, but as a basketball player, I just kind of like, okay, I appreciate the athleticism on display, but, it's not really a game unless you're playing defense. I'm a defense snob. The fourth, usually that does happen, Chris. You're right. Often in the fourth quarter, like they'll want to win. Like the first half, I know this year it was scored differently. They didn't play like a regular game, like total it up. They did it by quarter. But it is usually the first half is for the highlight reel. The second half is they really want to win because deep down inside, all these guys are hardcore competitors, narcissistic even, many of them, they want to win, so that gets the better. But they don't want to get injured too. That's the last thing they want to do is get injured in the All-Star game. So they don't really play that hard to D, even when they do step up the D at the end of the game. But I'll check it out. 157, 155. Wow, that's crazy. Those are crazy scores. Wow. No, Michael Jordan was not vegan as far as everything I've read. No. Do I think Sverige is balding because of his diet? No. It's genetics, There's bald vegans, there's bald meat eaters, and, I've seen families where they'll, someone will get accused of being bald because they're vegan. They'll show his brother where the brother is not vegan and just is bald. So it's more a genetic thing. I mean, look, I should be... since this will be my 10th year vegan and I'm 52, if vegan causes balding, why do I have a heck ton of hair right now, right? Did you say put up a video of dinner with Kat? Actually, I think that's what Angie's editing now. The one that's out tomorrow is already done. That was not our Kat Von D Valentine's dinner, but watch that tomorrow. You can see if we really garden or not. A lot of people wonder. Anyway, yeah, the Kat Von D Valentine's one hopefully will be up Tuesday. We want to get out sooner rather than later, rather than like a month after Valentine's or something like that. It's produce, not pills. What are you saying? I know it's genetics, but he seems to be balding so rapidly, not gradually. Again, that could be genetics too. Maybe he has like a history of people in his family that bald rather rapidly. But it's kind of funny how he'll call out people for anything he thinks is not like perfect about their appearance and blame it on their diet. But it's just so glaringly obvious what's going on with his hair. And, you don't see me making videos about his hairline or hair loss or anything like that. But, people have made videos about my hair loss and my hairline and my eyebrows, almost racist type videos because I have very Asian brows. But someone had accused me of having my diet cause my eyebrows to all fall out and my hair to get all thin, and here I am at 52 and my hair grows like a weed. So anyway, I'm not going to stoop down to that level of complete utter stupidity and ignorance. No. Yeah, he never mentions why he's bald. Yeah, of course he doesn't, right? Because, then he'd have to face up to that maybe all the crap he's saying about other people is equally as ridiculous. Yeah. But yeah, I know people who eat great vegan diets that have lost their hair in their 20s because all their other male relatives and brothers have too. So, that's why I don't really pay too much attention to those discussions. Are you supposed to eat minerals? Not directly, but they're in your food, hopefully, Blaze B12. Let's see. What else, you guys? Oh, the Young Turks. Yeah, how's his race going? I remember when he announced his race. Yeah, I think that's cool he's running. I know the seat he's running for, too, in Southern California. I know he got a lot of crap for some insensitive comments he made a long time ago, long before he entered the race, which he has taken responsibility for and attributed to just being dumb. Yet people are still trying to call him like, anti-feminist or whatever they're trying to call him, which I think is ridiculous. If you own it, then you acknowledge that it was dumb at the time to say it, and you don't align with those beliefs anymore, why would people still hold you to it? At least he's being honest about it. But yeah, I thought what I heard, I forgot his positions and platform now. I remember when he announced his campaign many months ago, I thought, like, yeah, great. Yeah, we need a voice from like his to run for office. Yeah, great. Yeah, people are allowed to make mistakes. And I want to put a footnote or asterisk to that, especially if they take ownership for those mistakes rather than try to, like some of our leaders do. And I'm not going to mention any names of the president or anything like that, but yeah, don't take ownership of mistakes and instead play the victim and blame their mistakes on others. And that's just wrong. If you make a mistake, own it and move on. Let's see. Oh, Wujet, are we saying there about a troll? I remember some troll tried to dismiss what I was saying, and I had sources by using the VD. Who's the VD? VD arguments about you going bald, looking yellow. Let's see. Yeah. Respond with facts and truth. Rather, VD argument. Vegetable, vegan. Who is the VD? Anyway, yeah, facts and truth, are overwhelming. People can make up anything and say anything, but if you have some facts and truth on your side, that's what it's all about. Knowing what you're saying, having what you say be in alignment with how the world really is. Let's see. Let's see. Rogan admitted that he felt more angry and aggressive on the carny diet. I saw his reflections on it. I didn't remember that bit. Stress hormones and food. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what that, how to interpret that? Maybe just felt angry those couple weeks. Maybe had a rough couple weeks. Who knows? But who knows, We've seen some carnivores, I don't mention any of their names, who always seem to be kind of ticked off and just doing ad hominem attacks on vegans, so who knows? Maybe there is some connection there. Okay, thanks, Trace. Yeah, I saw a video just a few days ago, where he's just talking about how his experience was, but I didn't see enough in there to really make a video. Just saying he lost some weight. What else was he? Pooped a lot. Really nothing to make a video about. Joe Rogan poops a lot on carnivore diet. That'd be a horrible title. Hey, can't stop lying. What's up? Oh, vegan deterioration, of course. Yeah, that's VD. Yeah, that's the person who said, in a kind of racist way, that my vegan eyebrows are falling out when they haven't changed a bit since the photos I produced from 1993, I think it was. My hair is thick and full, much fuller than the other meat-eating guys that were born the same year as me. I won't mention their names, but you guys just talked about them right there in the comments. So it's just a bunch of nonsense, just pulling stuff out of her butt. I mean, I should make a video about her, huh? Just go and criticize all her flaws or lack of perfections, and then attribute that to not eating enough plants. But I wouldn't do that because that's absolutely ridiculous. Let me get some water right now. Gotta stay hydrated. What time is it? Almost 9. All right, gotta think about dinner pretty soon. Don't like to have like midnight dinners or anything like that. Does she even show herself or just do voiceovers? I've seen that she shows herself in her live streams, and but usually does voiceovers in the videos where she rips vegans apart, which I thought was completely like ironic, because here she is complaining about my hair. Look at this hair, guys. It's huge, This hair is gigantic, for a 52-year-old dude. Yet when I saw her hair, she's wearing a freaking wig, and just complaining about my hair. She's hiding her hair. It's just ridiculous, and she's bagging on my hair. I'm a 52-year-old dude. Yeah, as I point out, my hair, was thicker when I was in my 30s, and it was thicker in my 20s, but that's just how it works out. But I still, vegan diet hasn't done anything to that. It's just ridiculous, completely ridiculous. I don't understand why people give that channel the time of day. Actually, let me switch back to my other camera now, since I have my multi-cams here, since I'm kind of facing that one. All right, back to my cam 1 here. Oops, wrong button. Yikes. All right, let me get back to things here. All right, cool. Do I have any gray hair in my beard yet? Oh yeah, Craig, I definitely got gray in my beard. You can kind of see the gray in my soul patch there, yeah. Which is one reason why I don't wear like more like a beard and mustache like I used to when we started our channel. I think it actually makes me look older having all this white stuff all over here, you know. So yeah, that's why it's all gone. It was cool, but then, you know, it didn't really look that great on me. You know, speaking of being Asian, I didn't get really like a thick. It looked more like an Asian, like a short Fu Manchu kind of thing. You could see more of the hairs, like the individual hairs, rather than like a beard looks. You know what I'm saying, guys? It just didn't look that great on me, I didn't think, anyway. And once it all turned kind of grayish white, it's like, forget it. Vegan diet made Ryan only half Asian. Vegan diet gave Ryan Asian deficiency. Who knows? You laugh at that, race lever, but you know the nonsense coming out of these non-vegans is just so outrageous. Yeah, they'll just make up anything. They'll just make stuff up like that. We laugh at it now. Yeah, Hummus. Yeah, she made a dumb video about me last spring, early summer, something like that. It was a little bit before I cut my hair, actually, because I remember in that video I said I'm actually thinking about cutting my hair. When she's saying my hair's all thin, I'm going, what young girl would look at a 52-year-old man and say, "Wow, I don't want my hair to be like his." I mean, you don't, as a young female, don't compare your hair to dudes in their 50s hair. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, she did a stupid video about mine. Anyway. We said, Hummus Hero, why would they use you? I look like I'm 25. No, they're saying, look at me, guys. They're saying the vegan diet has made my hair thin and fall out and my eyebrows fall. Look at, I mean, this is me here. I mean, 52 years old, and they're complaining about my hair, and they're saying my horrible thinning, balding hair is caused from eating plants. I mean, just complete ridiculous insanity. Yeah, I agree with you, Sugar Plum. I agree with that complete assessment there, 100. I mean, yeah, if you felt great about yourself, you just wouldn't like make up lies unless she's like, you know, making enough money off it to be worth her while. I guess, you know, some people get paid to lie. In essence, YouTube encourages that. If they get enough, these people get enough clicks. That's why I tell you guys not to watch their crap. You know, don't support them in any way. We need them to go away. Thanks, Aussie Ops Tap, that I look 30. I mean, I don't think I look 30, maybe 40 or something like that. But I always find it funny when people, like, you know, haters, anti-vegans in the comments like to say, the vegan diet has aged you guys rapidly. You guys look like you're about 70. It's like, really? I don't even know how to respond to that. I go, well, I'm probably around the same age as your parents, so let me see your parents, a photo of them, and see this great example of human aging that I'm missing out on. You know, anyway, it's just all nonsense, complete nonsense. Yeah, don't give them the time of day, 69 Camaro. I don't. I'd rather talk about something more meaningful than responding to someone that says the vegan diet has made me bald. You know. I mean, and if I did go bald, I might, you know, I have some bald people in my family. It could happen, but hasn't happened at 52, and it happens for plenty of guys much younger than me who are not vegan. So yeah, plant-based diet doesn't cause that. All right, Tracy, I'm glad you could join though. Yeah, it is getting late. School tomorrow for sure, huh? This is a school night. Yeah, I usually don't do Sunday nights. It's kind of rare for me to jump on a Sunday night, you know? But I thought I'd hop on. I try to keep this up around once every week or so. So I don't want to go too long because I plan to work hard tomorrow and Tuesday. And yeah, so saw a little window of opportunity here. So thanks for joining, Rick Tracy. Much appreciated. And Race Lever here is here to throw down the ban hammer at any would-be trolls too. So I think we're covered. Oh yeah, isn't tomorrow like President's Day or something like that? Huh. Anyway, that's cool. teachers deserve a holiday here and there, huh? What's that downfall? Your girlfriend went vegan 3 years ago, and since then, whatever happens to her, like if something happens, like she hurts her elbow, it's their vegan diet, and they blame it on the vegan diet. I wonder why they're against the vegan diet. Are they against it because they think it's unhealthy? I mean, a lot of people might think that if they don't know any better, because you just don't know. I'm just showing them the position of the American Dietetics Association, and then they changed the name to the Academy of Nutrition Dietetics. Anyway, show them their position, and they're not a fringe group. They're the largest association of health professionals in the world, and they say vegan and vegetarian diets are healthful and adequate for people of all ages. From prenatal years or months to old age, everything in between. So show them that. I mean, if they tell them, like, how can these people be saying this if it's not true? It's healthy for all people. And maybe you can ask them, like, what are your concerns about? Is it the health? Because that's handled. What is it? What's wrong with not eating animals? Let's see. What else are we talking about here? Religious, because God gave us animals to eat. Well, I've read through most of the Bible, and I never found a line that says God gave humans animals to eat. In fact, you can point them to Genesis 1:29, 1:30, where it clearly states that God gave us the plants to eat. It says that there very clearly, and I have yet to find any passage that says, here are the animals, and I have put them here for the humans to eat. I can't find that. So, you can get into a little theological discussion with them there with Genesis 1:29 and have them show you the passage where it says we must eat animals. And how would that be a sin if you didn't eat animals? I don't understand. I mean, like, say you're a Christian vegetarian, is that impossible? A Christian vegan, that's impossible? Because I have thousands of people who have, not thousands, like hundreds of people who have commented on our videos on our channel, especially the ones where I'm responding to some kind of, like what you're describing there, some kind of fundamentalist type of preacher saying that veganism is the work of the devil or something like that. I get tons of comments from people who are vegan and Christian and just totally, like, not only disagree with these people, but show the scripture that proves them wrong. So anyway, show them the scripture that shows that they're wrong. But then again, I mean, the Bible, if you are religious, is a book, a spiritual book. I don't recall it being like, the book that shows you, like, how to eat, how to live in a way such that humans aren't going to destroy the planet via pollution and greenhouse gas emissions. These weren't problems thousands of years ago. We have to take into account the modern world as well. Yeah, there you go, Ashley. Thank you. Duh. Yeah, the Seventh-day Adventists. A large percentage of them are vegetarian and vegan. So obviously, they are Christian, and they have absolutely zero problem living a lifestyle of not eating animals, as far as the vegans go, and the vegetarians too. Maybe some cheese if they're vegetarian. But anyway, there's solid religious groups that have veganism and vegetarianism part of it. So let them know about that too. I'm sure they're blissfully unaware about the Seventh-day Adventists. I say Johnny Bravo has something here in Leviticus. It says which animals they can and can't eat, but then again, it doesn't justify eating animals. There you go. Huh, okay. If they bring up a Leviticus, say, okay, it says which you can or can't eat, but it doesn't say we give you this carte blanche stamp of approval to eat all animals. So they try to talk her out of being vegan, and thankfully she educates herself and you do the cooking. Cool. Show them Genesis 1:29. So there's nothing incompatible with eating plants. Show them the Seventh-day Adventists. Tell them there's nothing incompatible about being religious, Christian religious, and eating plants. It's just some hang up that they have in their minds, and hopefully they can get over it, and which would be to the benefit of their relationship to your girlfriend, their daughter. I mean, ultimately, I'm sure that they value that, right? Why would they want to place unnecessary strain on it by holding on to some weird conception of what Christians can or cannot eat? Oh yeah, thanks, Craig. Yeah, Israel is a very vegan country too, and yeah, they worship Jehovah God, so again, not any incompatibility there. The Old Testament, it says, Genesis 1:29, you can eat all the plants, so yeah. There we go. Thanks for pasting the Genesis 1:29 verse. Thank you there, Matt. Let's read it. Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the surface of all the earth, and every tree which has fruit yielding seed. It shall be food. That is very clear, very unequivocal. These are what we eat. These are what we describe as or define as food. Plants that bear seed and trees that bear fruit. That is food. Oh, they are Jews too? That's helpful to know. Cool. All right, cool, Don. I think you are even more equipped now to have a conversation with them about this. Yeah, ask them why there's so many vegan restaurants in Israel. If they don't believe you, go to Happy Cow on the website and show them all the vegan restaurants in Tel Aviv. Okay, and Johnny Bravo says it's Leviticus 11 that has that list of animals to eat. All right. Anyway, yeah. Hopefully that helps you out there, Don. Hope so. Let me move my legs. Starting to fall asleep a little bit here. Whew. Okay. So what video should I work on tomorrow, guys? What should it be? Let me know. You think I should work on the a video of like let's see, what's the one that Don gave me? The best reasons why you should be vegan, or should I take a look at Jeff Nelson's video about B12? What do you think would be more interesting? I'm kind of leaning towards the Jeff Nelson one right now. What do you guys think? I kind of want to see what he said about B12 and fact check it in a friendly way. I know Jeff, we communicate once in a while in a friendly manner. We're not foes or anything like that, so I'm not gonna rip him to shreds, but I will see what he said if it makes sense. What do you guys think? Should I check out his video? Because a few of you guys told me to check it out. Let's see. Sunday school with Ryan, huh? I wasn't planning that, huh? Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get into Christian theology tonight, considering I'm Buddhist, but yeah, I do sometimes we'll read Genesis 1:29 on our show here for sure. Do both, huh, Don? Wow. No, that's too hard. I just know how if I research a topic, I do it thoroughly, so I can't just get both. I'm only going to work on one or the other tonight. Tomorrow. Maybe I'll start the research tonight, but yeah, probably what I'll do tomorrow is research throughout the day, and if I'm not too tired, try to film in the evening, and then go to the gym on Tuesday. I like to go on Mondays, but I'll go Tuesday. Yeah, Caven. Yeah, hopefully you saw the video I made too of Joaquin killing it at the Oscars, or yeah, that's what it was, and the response that he got in the media from the dairy industry, how they're saying that he was lying, speaking in mistruths about the dairy industry, and I went through and fact-checked everything Joaquin Phoenix said, and it held up under scrutiny. In fact, often using the dairy industry's own sources to show that what he was saying about artificial insemination, it's true. How they take calves away from their mothers, it's true. What else did he say? Everything he said, it was pretty easy to fact check. Let's see. Doesn't Jeff Nelson say a lot of truthful things, taken mainly from the pioneers of the plant-based community? I mean, I thought in general, Jeff, his channel, from what I've seen in the past, I haven't watched it in a long time, says stuff that's from the general plant-based community. His veg source conferences, that's where I met Dr. Neil Bernard, so he has legit people there. So yeah, I want to see his B12 video, because I know once in a while he'll make a video for controversy, so I think he does it intentionally too, knowing Jeff. He'll get everyone talking about him and he'll get some more views. So anyway, I'll take a peek. Let's see, Larry, what's my thoughts on the Firefly hollow body guitar everyone is going crazy for? Only $120. Crazy. Do I have mostly Telecasters? That's a lot of questions there. First of all, I've never heard of the Firefly hollow body guitar, so I don't know. $120, I'd have to see it. I mean, depends what it does. I mean, if you look around, you could find a pretty good, like a Squire, made by a Fender overseas for, not too much more than that. Do I use mostly Telecasters? No, I got, as you see right here, I got a Stratocaster right here, Telecaster up there, another Strat over there. So I only got one Telecaster really. But yeah, I kind of like Fender guitars, Fender, the classic vintage Fender type guitars. All right, so what else? Wow, what are you guys talking about there? How long have I been a Buddhist? Are you really a Satanist, Johnny Bravo? I actually lived across the street from Anton LaVey. You know who that is? Back when I lived in San Francisco. Yeah, I've been Buddhist. I don't know. I didn't like write it down or anything, but sometime since the 90s or so, yeah, I never got like, indoctrinated or, a church never proclaiming Buddhist. I just started reading about Buddhism and trying to follow the teachings of Buddha, like the Five Noble Truths, that kind of thing, and the path out of that. But anyway, yeah, it's been just how I kind of see the world for a long time. Let's see. What gauge strings do I use? I use 10s. Let me see if I have a set down here or not. No, but I use the Diodario nickel 10s. When I was younger, I used GHS Boomer 10s, but I like the tone of the Diodarios better. They sound great on the Fender guitars. I'm not so sure if I like them better on my Les Paul. Maybe I'll go back to some GHS Boomers for the Les Paul. I don't know. I know it's kind of a cork sniffer thing, I guess. I mean, and I don't know if the tone's that different. I don't worry about that too much, but I think they do really sound good on my Fenders, though. No, I'm not gonna play anything for you right now, Sugar Plum. No way, man. I've been so busy with my political campaign and trying to keep YouTube happening that I haven't really played guitar much lately. I mean, last time I practiced was maybe a week ago, so no, not right now. After the race is over, yes, I'll start playing guitar more again. I have a song I'm just getting started recording, but just ran out of time. But at least I got it started, so I can come back to it once the race is over. Video of my guitars. I thought about that, Larry. I don't know. I don't want to make a roadmap for like would-be thieves or anything like that, but I'll have to start showing more of my guitars for sure. A breath workshop. No, but I'm aware of breath, when I'm like doing yoga or meditating or even just exercising, like running. I don't run with headphones on or anything. I'm just feeling or experiencing my breath, my body. But yeah, I've never done a workshop or anything like that. Wow, you really are a Satanist, and your uncle met Anton LaVey 2 years before he died. Wow. Yeah, I remember. When I lived in San Francisco, I lived in like a block and a half away from Anton's house there. It's all black, had like a fence in front of it. I heard it's gone now. Maybe it got demolished and some new construction got put in there. I've ever seen a photo shoot in there, I think in GQ or something like that, kind of a mainstream magazine. But anyway, I didn't go in his house, but I saw the layout and it's beautiful, just beautiful old wood. It's a gorgeous home. And it's a tragedy that they destroyed it. It's like, knocking down, beautiful house built, the highest Victorian, wood standards of the time. Anyway, let's see. Let's see what else you guys talking about here. Race lover, agnostic, vegan, anarchist equals greatest religion, ideology, dance crew. Agnostic, vegan, anarchist. Yeah, that should be someone's YouTube channel name, huh? Let's see. Did I meet LeVay's tiger? What? Anton had a tiger? I didn't know about that. It didn't seem like the kind of place in the city where one would keep a tiger or anything like that. Yeah, I've been playing Sugar Plum since I was a child, basically. Yeah, I don't know what grade it was. Maybe like first or second grade, I got a guitar. If you can see the little bit of the red one up here on the wall, it's just an old child-sized acoustic guitar. It's horrible, but it's pretty. It's all worn, but it was my first guitar, so I'm keeping it up there. Let's see. Robert, memorize 6th and 5th string notes. Yeah, maybe I missed the context of what you're talking about there, but yeah, it's good to know your 6th and 5th string notes because they are your bass notes of many chords, so you know what chord you're playing and what key you're in. Those often I'll forget too, like where I'm at on the middle strings, especially when I'm higher up on the neck, but I always know where I'm at on the 6th string for sure. Let's see, Don. I'll reconsider your idea for sure, but I'm kind of leaning towards the Jeff Nelson video now. But for all I know, I'll watch his new video and just think, it's boring. It's not worth it. Maybe I won't do it. So I'll respond to it. Yeah, you did it too. You kept your first crappy guitar. Yeah, I can't get rid of my first crappy guitar. It's like, it's like missing a string right now, and even when it's all working, it doesn't play all that well, and its tone's kind of crappy. But it's pretty. It looks really old. It's it's neat looking, so I'm gonna keep it up there. And plus, it's really light, so I don't know how well I put my wall mount things in the wall for guitars. So I know this light guitar is not gonna pull it down or anything like that. Produce not pills. I don't understand why some Buddhists aren't vegan. I mean, if you really look at veganism, Buddhism, I should say, it's, having compassion for all sentient beings. I mean, it's right in there. I mean, I don't know how more clear it can be. So, animals are definitely sentient beings, and Buddhists, I don't believe in everything about Buddhism, to be honest with you. I don't necessarily believe in the transmigration of the soul, which means or whatever the concept of soul is, how our essence can be reborn into a different species or a human. You don't know. It depends how your karma was in life. But what I'm saying is, if you really believe that as a Buddhist, again, compassion for all living beings, and if your soul ends up in an animal, why would you want to be an animal that's condemned to live its life to be slaughtered for food needlessly? So yeah, I don't get it. I really kind of question how seriously they take it. Seriously, I'm not calling out all Buddhists there, but I kind of am. Compassion for all living beings. If vegans get it, and most vegans aren't Buddhists, Buddhists should really get it too, because that's a core teaching of Buddhism. Are plants sentient? No, of course not, Matt. I've talked about that many times. Plants have some sort of, I use this word loosely, awareness, like how to orientate towards the sun and pull minerals from the earth and absorb them. But that doesn't mean they have a brain, because they don't have a brain. They don't have a brain. They don't have a central nervous system or anything of the sort. They are not sentient in the way like I am sentient, or you are sentient, or your pets are sentient, or any animal is sentient. They're aware. They can feel pain. They can even feel emotions. You know, I've seen my animals, my pets get embarrassed or happy or whatever. But, you know, plants are plants. You know, they don't have the central nervous system. They don't have the brains. They're not sentient. All right, let's see. That's interesting. Green smoothie party. If you need a senior Olympic basketball team for 2050, keep me in mind. Hopefully I'll still be playing then. Silly vegans, plants can dance and write beautiful poetry. um, let's see what else you guys asking here. Well, sentience, no, it doesn't have subjective meanings. If someone could go to Google for me and paste in the definition of sentience, it involves an awareness, a conscious experience. That's what animals have, and humans are animals, and so are cows, so are chickens, so are fish. However, plants don't have awareness. They can't look out into the world. They can't reflect. They can't have emotions. They don't have a brain. It's just like, like my pinky can't. You know, my pinky might be aware, but in a sense, like, it knows when pain's happening. But I guess that's because of my brain. Bad example there. But what I'm getting at is, no, it's pretty well defined what sentience is, and plants don't fit that definition. They have some kind of awareness to the atmospheric conditions and conditions in the earth. That doesn't mean they have a brain. It just means that they've developed these responses. There we go. Thanks, Wujeta. Sentience is the capacity to feel, perceive, or experience subjectivity. There you go. That doesn't fit any plant I've ever met. Mine's pinky is sentient. I would say it is only in the sense because it's attached to my brain, through nerves and the like. Okay, trying to get too political here. No, I'm not going to vote for a president who is endorsed by the Ku Klux Klan. I'm not going to vote for a president who denies climate change, or one who obstructs justice, one who interferes in investigations into his friends and asks for their sentences to be reduced. I'm not going to vote for the president who wants to open up national parks and monuments for developers to exploit. No, definitely not. Yeah, just because Bernie is not vegan, doesn't make his policies somehow worse. I'm looking at their policies. Don't look necessarily like one little thing about Bernie. Look at his entirety of his message. He doesn't deny climate change. He wants to actually provide Americans with health care rather than remove it. So that's all I'm going to get into that discussion there. Yeah, I didn't even mention anything about Russian election interference or anything like that. So anyway, my favorite vegan meal and dessert. I don't have a favorite, Larry. I really don't. Yeah, just like good food. Just food that's prepared well with fresh, quality ingredients. Yeah, Tulsi is a vegan. Yeah, I've known that since early on in her campaign last year. But yeah, she's definitely not gonna get the party nomination. I'm not saying that in a mean way. I'm just being objective there. Can't Stop Lying. Yeah, I remember our last live stream. There was a debacle about how we burnt the beans. What did we do? I can't remember. I remember I tried to eat which not all the beans were burnt, like most of them were, but I was able to salvage about half of them and eat them. What did we make? We probably just made some spaghetti or something after that, I think. I can't remember anymore, but yeah, it was a big debacle at the end of our last live stream. Yeah, we burnt the beans. Let's see, Big Red. What am I going to do if I don't win this election? Will I continue on with politics or pursue something else? I am just really looking forward to this election ending because for me, for my race, it's just taking a lot of time away from things I would rather be doing, such as making more YouTube videos. I mean, our output has dropped off. I'm probably making like, one video a week now, or else I would personally usually make 3 a week. I'm still keeping up with the live streams, fortunately, though, but I would like to do more of what I enjoy doing, which is more YouTube, and I've really had not much time to work on our art, our music, our songs. So yeah, that's kind of fallen off the wayside too with the time I've had to take away from that and into all the responsibilities of running a campaign. So I'm looking forward just to kind of getting back to my regular self, more YouTube, more work for you guys, and more work on our musical projects too. I'm really looking forward to getting back into that. So just a couple more weeks and we'll see what happens. If I win, I wouldn't even take office for months after that. So either way, I'm really looking forward to March 3rd coming and going. No, we don't have any trucker hats for sale. No, no caps or hats of any kind for sale. Let's see, Don. What good arguments do I have for we weren't meant to eat meat? We were meant to. Which one is it, Don? That we were meant to eat meat? It looks like you're saying we weren't meant to eat meat. Either way, I mean, I'd like to see what evidence they have that we were made to eat meat. Because I mean, if you look at our teeth, I mean, we don't have the kinds of teeth that can rip flesh. It doesn't work like that. Humans use tools to cut meat, and so that you could that goes by the wayside. And also too, you could look at digestive tract length and compare that between true carnivorous species, like say like a lion, and compare that with ours, and it's different. And carnivorous species such as like lions, the pH of their blood is they're healthiest when they have a more acidic blood from all the acidic proteins in meat, and humans tend to not do well when their pH is much like say above 7. And I say, who cares? Well, that argument, what matters is what do we need to do right now to not only be healthy and avoid the leading causes of death, such as heart disease, diabetes, stroke. What do we need to do right now to save our planet? So, like, say, if you ever make babies with your girlfriend, that her parents will be able to have grandchildren live in a world that's not being inundated by sea level rise and fires like what's happening in Australia because of climate change. Because animal agriculture is the leading source of greenhouse gas emissions. So say we were, and it's not true, but say we were designed to eat only meat in the past, which is not true. Who cares? We are concerned about the future, because that's where the arrow of time is moving. It's moving to a future, and our future is looking catastrophic, more and more catastrophic every day. More reports are coming out how there's sea level rise is happening quicker than people expected, so on and so forth. So look at what's happening in the future. But yeah, that's what I would say. You can attack it from both sides of the past and the present and future. Sean Baker can produce his own vitamin C? I guess so. Larry, if everyone went vegan, would there be enough food for everyone? Yeah, this is an absolute fact. I mean, this is beyond dispute or a philosophical discussion, because right now we produce enough food to feed all the how much is it now? Roughly, let's just say 60 to 70 billion animals that are raised for food for slaughter every year. So if we just fed the food that's going to them to humans, we'd have enough to feed every human on the planet many times over. So yeah, it's not like there's not enough food that's being produced right now. It's just how it's being distributed, and too much of it, the vast majority of it, is going to livestock as feed. So yeah, there's no dispute about that. There's plenty of farmland being used right now, and if we just divert our resources a little differently, worldwide hunger, would be solved. Let's see. Okay, see some more Baker jokes there. We won't even touch that, just let him do his thing, whatever. Uh, yeah, man, I think I missed the lead up to your context, but yeah, I think it kind of goes back to what I was saying a second there about Dawn, about the past. Yeah, we don't live in the wild anymore, as you say, so we need a sustainable agricultural model to lead us into the future. And yeah, who cares if people all hunted in the past? We're not all going to go hunt in Los Angeles right now because we'd all be hunting each other. There's no animals unless you try to get the squirrels out there or something like that. Is Bali a good place for a vegan entrepreneur to move to, Mo Smith? I have no idea. I've never been to Bali before. Why would you? I'm just saying, why Bali? If it's ideal for what you want to do business wise, go there. It really all depends what you're trying to do. Yeah, there you go, Don. Yeah, ask him, which animal can you stalk and capture and eat with your own bare hands and your teeth by themselves, no other tools? Yeah, your girlfriend's parents, I'm sure, couldn't stalk an animal, let alone like skin it or rip it apart with their teeth. It's a crazy fantasy. Yeah, Wujed, there you go. Enough food for 70 billion animals. That's what we produce every year. Enough food to feed the 70 billion animals that we raise for slaughter. Enough food for 70 billion animals, many of which are way, way more than us, like cows. Is that enough for 7.9 billion humans? Hell to the yeah. You got that right, Johnny. I flipped around acidic and base. I'm sorry. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, you got it right. Yeah, below 7 is acidic, and above 7 is alkaline. My bad. Yeah. See, I'm not a medical doctor. It's been a while since I looked at that stuff. But you're absolutely right. Thank you. Let's see, bad argument because humans, like all primates, are tool makers. The problem is that we don't see, unless you could point this out to me, any primates that use tools to stalk their prey and to eat their prey. I mean, I've not seen a bonobo or a chimp like use a tool to chase the prey and then like eat the prey with the tool. Just because we use tools doesn't mean that's like how we were in the past. I mean, did humans have tools for that like 2 million years ago? Again, those would have been humans too. That would have been a slightly different earlier species. But anyway, you need tools to till the land. That's called agriculture, Matt. If we're talking about old days before the invention of agriculture, which is a relatively recent innovation, something happened within the last 8,000 years or so. When populations are smaller, there wasn't such a thing as agriculture. You just go out and eat, whatever was out there. Or just follow the food around. But yeah, agriculture, stay in one place, use tools. But again, who cares? I always tell people, who cares what people did 10,000 years ago or 100,000 years ago or a million years ago? I don't want to live like those people. Most of them had short lifespans. I want to be a Superman of sorts. I don't want to be a caveman. That's the wrong way to look. I don't want to live like some guy who had a lifespan of 20 years. It's like, that's not my goal in life. I want to live a long, healthy life. And the model for that is not a caveman. Yeah, Lurie, I sort of agree with that, but yeah, that's why, groups that go out and show like Anonymous for the or Cubes of Truth, I should say, that's lets people know, if they stop a moment to watch what's being showed in the videos, they see what actually goes on in the production of meat. And most people, like I said, are just blissfully unaware because of all the ag-gag laws. Thank you, Race Lover. I think you're a pretty great ape too. Now, I'm gonna do another camera angle change here, just because I can, man. Get my money's worth here. All right, where'd my water go? All right, got my water. All right, cool. I'll face this way a little more now. Kind of change it up a little bit. impress y'all with my technical skills here. Just kidding. You're right there, Peter. Yeah, most average, reasonable people would not be able to, let alone capture an animal like in the wild, but actually do what needs to be done to turn a living animal into something you eat. That would just gross most people out, because it's gross. You know, it's not anything that you know wouldn't freak most people out, because it's horrific. All right. Nipple piercings, yes or no? Hey, depends on what you want to do, you know? I'm not the one to ask for that, for advice on that. Okay, man. I don't know. I'm not aware of Aboriginal agriculture 50,000 years ago, because you know, agriculture, as if we look up like the origins of agriculture, I tend to see like, you know, discussions of Mesopotamia brought up, not Aboriginal culture 50,000 years ago. I'm not saying they didn't do it, but I think it's what I'm talking about is agriculture that was able to sustain large populations. So yeah, maybe there's some small scale agriculture in the far distant past that you're talking about there. And I'm not saying that they're not intelligent. I'm not like what's the word I'm looking for? Some kind of modernist or racist or something like that. I'm just saying the lifespans of Paleolithic people typically weren't that long from what I've read. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really care to model myself after what happened 50,000 years ago. If you want to go back far enough in time, we can go back 200,000 years ago to Homo erectus or Australopithecus, and they were eating pretty much like, you know, fruit, and they're fruitarians. I don't want to go back to that either, you know, because you guys know what happens to people who follow fruitarian diets. I'm eating a whole food plant-based diet, and that's what the science has shown produces good health, longevity. I'm cool with that. So yeah, if an Aborigine 50,000 years ago was kicking ass too, fine. I wonder what their longevity was. If you got that information, I'd be curious to see it. Let's see. Ooh, sorry, one sec, guys. Let's see. I saw a lot of stuff there. I'm not sure what to respond to. Someone's knowing what I'm using here on this camera. I'll give you some technical. Yeah, my other camera, this one here is some Logitech webcam that I've had for a long time. You see how the colors are kind of drab and stuff like that? It's just all right, you know. And this cam here, I'm using my, it's like a year and like 3 or 4 months old now. It's an iPhone XR. Using the more high definition backside camera, not the selfie side. So yeah, what was your question about that though? I think you're just wondering which one I was using. Yeah, just the lower price XR. I didn't get the 11 yet. I'm just using my old one. It seems like it's doing a fine enough job. I didn't feel any need to upgrade or anything like that. Yeah, the phone one's better. You know, that's why I splurged and spent maybe like, I don't forgot, maybe it was like $10 or so to get the software that let me send a video feed from the iPhone into my streaming software, OBS. You know, it's like, you know, it's a secondary cam that I have here, but it might just become my primary cam after a while. But yeah, it's way more crisp, huh? That's why I thought it was worth it. You know, it's a tool of the trade, and I guess it's a $10 tax write-off I can use next year. Yeah, it's much clearer, huh? Thanks, Sugar Plum. Thanks for joining us here. It's still disheartening when I flip between the cameras. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm glad I did the little A/B test there with you guys. See which one you guys think looks a little better. Let's see. Yeah, the phone is better. I agree. I should use. I guess I don't like how the phone's angle is right now. It's just kind of low. The other one's up a little higher. So on the iPhone right now, you're kind of seeing me from down below, which is kind of a weird angle. It's I guess as a videographer, I think about these things. You guys probably don't care about it. But yeah, the color is better. Just the angle's not as good. But I could change that by getting it set up on a different little tripod thingy. Do I eat lots of the Beyond Meat? No, I don't eat lots of the Beyond Meat. I can't even remember the last time I had a Beyond Burger, to be honest with you. I mean, it's been a long time. I eat them very, very rarely. I mean, if we go to a restaurant that has them, I'll usually get a different option that doesn't involve the Beyond Meat. I mean, they're cool if you want to go out with your buddies, and they're bros and they want to eat burgers, I guess. But, that's not a scenario that happens in my life all that often. Let's see. Thought. Do you think if humans didn't evolve with taste buds, the fate of farm animals may have been better? I don't know. I don't even think meat tastes good. It's the seasonings that are put onto meat, and the seasonings come from plants, so who knows? Um, let's see my shirt again. I got it from my friend Veg Pilot Beans Rice and everything nice. You didn't come here for camera angles, Bugetto. I just switched it a couple times in this live stream. I'm just kind of trying different things out. That's how I am as a musician, as a videographer, as a YouTuber. I'll try different things out and see what I like best. So I guess I'm just kind of experimenting right now. Ah. Yeah, produce on pills. Yeah, this phone, the one I'm filming, this camera angle right now is the iPhone 10R that I got like a year and like 3 or so months ago. Yeah, a much higher quality camera than the Logitech webcam that I've been using. I just need to mount it on something better so I have a better angle right now. Just kind of wonky right now, coming from slightly underneath, not a great angle. But yeah, I said I'm not too worried about that. I'm just kind of trying it out right now. If I like this, I'll find a permanent place to mount this for live streams. Thoughts on dried mango? Well, you're cool, dried mango, but I don't eat too many dried fruits anymore. They stick to teeth, and they're just not good for my particular, the way my teeth and gums are, according to my dentist and oral hygienist. I'll have raisins, though, but those don't seem to be quite as damaging for my teeth. Beans, rice, and carnes have lice. No. Oh man, no. That we're definitely not going to sell that T-shirt here. On Happy Healthy Vegan. You're gonna go to bed, Johnny Bravo? Yeah, 12:37. That's pretty late, man. Yeah. You're triggered that I don't. No, I said I like dried mango, but following the medical advice of my dentist, a medical doctor, I guess, or doctor of dentistry, and my oral hygienist that I go visit twice a year, they've advised me not to eat dried fruits such as dried mango because of conditions I have. So I respect that, and I'm sure they're right, and that's why I don't have dried mango. It's not because I don't like dried mango. What would you eat, vegan burger or vegan hot dog? That's an interesting question. We haven't really made a video about this yet, but I'm sure some of you guys have experience. The furniture store IKEA. Have you guys seen their vegan hot dogs there? They're like really good and like really cheap. I forgot. I thought you can get like two of them for like $1.50 or something like that. I mean, they're one place, one of the few places that has vegan and non-vegan options, and they don't penalize you for choosing the plant-based option. They actually reward you because it is cheaper to make plants than animal agriculture. So yeah, I like the IKEA vegan hot dogs. We've got a few things at IKEA in the past few months. So yeah, I guess vegan hot dog over vegan burger. Yeah, you just got to check your individual IKEA. Make sure the buns are vegan. I checked at ours. Whoa, you're back, Tracy. Whoa. I thought you were gone for the night there. Yeah, I don't think we've done anything too crazy. Yeah, Tracy, yeah, that's what I found too. You got to check with the particular IKEA at to make sure the buns are vegan, but the dogs are vegan. It's just kind of frustrating that they don't complete the whole thought throughout their whole chain. Oh, there's new Trader Joe's burgers. Cool. See, plant-based burgers are totally winning. Favorite way to prepare tofu, Mats? I think I saw that question earlier. I don't cook tofu here. I only eat tofu really when I go out to restaurants that are good at making tofu. So yeah, I mean, in the past we may have had like some tofu scrambles, but that was a long time ago, like in maybe the early days of our channel or before then. Now we just don't eat a lot of tofu at home. Really don't eat that much tofu all that much, to be honest with you. Just like when we go out to, like, say, an Asian vegan restaurant. Nothing against tofu. I just prefer other foods. Race Trevor, lover, you know, you're not supposed to assemble the vegan hot dog. It comes pre-assembled, ready to eat. Just check the bun, though. Let's see. Yeah, Mujed, I can respect that, but yeah, if you're ever at an IKEA, check them out maybe, you know, just make sure the bun's vegan. Oh, that's my favorite one, Larry, or one of my favorite dumb anti-vegan arguments. I'll read it for you here. What are my thoughts on what some people say, that if we let all the pigs, cows, and chickens go, they would all die? I ask, whenever someone says that, like, give me a real world scenario, not some crazy fantasy from an anti-vegan mind, but a real world scenario in which we would release every single farm animal. Why would that happen? The only way I think that would ever happen is if, like, you know, God and Buddha, whoever, all came down to earth and we had a vegan rapture. Everyone like woke up, oh my God, I'm vegan now. We're all vegan. All 7.9 billion humans are vegan. That's not going to happen. Okay, I'm just having some fun there. There's no scenario why we would all be vegan and all of a sudden want to release every last farm animal. Let's get to the real world now instead of this vegan rapture thing, which would be cool, you know, but let's get to the real world. What would happen in reality in this world that we all live in of capitalism and such is that as more and more people become vegan and plant-based, the demand for animal products will decrease. Farmers aren't going to keep breeding the same amount of animals if they don't need them. It's a waste of money. They want to survive and make money too, so they'll breed fewer and fewer and fewer into existence, and over time there won't be that many farm animals left because we'll all be vegan. So that's how they respond to that. There will be no vegan rapture, for better or for worse. It'll be a gradual reduction in demand, which would force them to reduce their supply if they want to remain profitable. That's it. That's the real world example. There's no way to dispute that. That's how it would work. Simple enough. Yeah, there you go, Big Red. Yeah, that Joe Rogan's argument. Yeah, if we released all the animals, there's going to be cows walking around with boners humping my car. Like, what crazy fantasy is that? First of all, that all the animals will get released. And secondly, they're going to walk up to Joe Rogan's car and hump it. I mean, this is just complete nuttiness. Yeah, dried mango. It's just basic economics 101 here. Yeah, basic, you know? It's laws of supply and demand at work. Or you can take the vegan rapture. Take your pick, you know? Oh man, some funny comments here. Yeah, there you go, Matt. Just stop the breeding. Yeah, the problem will sort itself out. If they don't breed another generation of farm animals into existence, we wouldn't have to kill them because they just wouldn't exist. You know, they're you know. So that's it. Just it's all about supply and demand. Oh, you have another one, Mujado? My favorite one is, but what about third world countries though? Like, yeah, not realizing, okay, if you're living on, like, say, $5 a day, what kind of food do you think you're eating? You're, like, getting a steak and rationing it out or something like that? No, you can't afford it. No, people that live on, like, $5 a day, say you had to live on $5 a day. You went to the grocery store. What would you buy? You'd be buying, like, food that I buy, like rice, beans, potatoes. Like I said, you can go to the market here and get a 20-pound sack of potatoes for like $6 or $7 usually. You can get a 20-pound bag of rice for like $10. You can get a 40-pound box of bananas for like $15. You can get all sorts of legumes in the dry section and in the bulk section for really cheap. That's what, if you're really concerned about people that don't have a lot of money, eat a lot of the foods that we eat. Rice, beans, potatoes, stuff like that, legumes. Lentils, exactly. Yeah, peanut butter and bread. Yeah, that can get expensive too. Yeah, that's little more of a delicacy up the line there. But if you're really living on a few bucks a day, yeah, I want these people. I think it's too expensive to be vegan to tell me what is less expensive than rice, beans, potatoes. What? Tell me. Yeah, vegan is a privilege argument. It holds no water. I mean, yeah, sure, if you want to, you can eat a really expensive vegan diet. You can buy all these like $9 packages of Beyond burgers and sausages. You can go out to the highest end vegan restaurants if you want to. If you want to, you can make veganism really expensive. Or it doesn't have to be that way. You can make veganism really cheap. It works both ways. Just like non-vegans, you can live pretty cheaply or you could live really expensively depending on your eating behaviors. It's nothing inherent to the diet. It depends on what foods you're buying and where you're going to eat. Or they say it's your personal choice. Well, it is a personal choice. However, some personal choices affect other lives, such as if it's your personal choice to order a steak or a hamburger, that personal choice entails the death, the killing of an innocent sentient being. So it goes beyond personal choice. It's like, you could turn the argument around. Like, well, it was my personal choice to murder that guy outside. It's my personal choice. Well, what? Yeah, it was your choice. Your brain fired it off, but the consequence of that decision involves someone dying. Same thing when your personal choice is, I need to have a hamburger. Yeah, your brain fired that thought off, but the consequence was an innocent sentient being had to die. So personal choice is a really weak argument because we can do all sorts of bad personal choices. Like, when someone rapes someone, that's a personal choice. Every decision you make is pretty much a personal choice unless you're being forced at like gunpoint to do something you don't want to do. Personal choice, of course, it's a personal choice. That means nothing. That says nothing about the morality of an action. Personal choice actions can be moral or not. There's nothing, nothing that personal choice doesn't validate your behaviors. Let's see, what else you guys talking about here? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Everything is a personal choice and the consequences are important. Yes, good way to paraphrase my long tirade there. Yes, Blaze B12 at vegan, I am implying that you have free will, and you just showed me right there. My wife said I don't get to have personal choices. Well, it depends what these personal choices are, huh, Big Red? I mean, yeah, if your personal choice means that you are gonna, cheat on your wife, that's not a good personal choice. Yeah, there's consequences to your personal choices, huh? Let's see, I've seen this question asked here a couple times, Mo. Yeah, why do I think people won't become vegan? I think it's just because at first when they hear about it, it just seems such like a radical idea. They're thinking, I've been eating meat my whole life, my family and my recipes and everything I do, I have it all worked out. If I went vegan, how would any of this stuff work? I think it's just an anxiety, a fear of the unknown, this unknown of how life would be if it were a life where you remove the animal products. Most people don't have a model to look towards, a model being, people like us who have been doing it and are doing it easily, no problems other than dealing with like nonsense from anti-vegans, like what would happen if all the animals were released, nonsense kind of stuff. So yeah, I think that's it. It's a fear of the unknown, how their life would work out in that. And you just got to be the one to tell them. It's not hard. It's really freaking easy, especially now in 2020. It's easier than ever before. I mean, it's always been easy to eat plants, but it's even easier to find plant-based options when you're outside your home. Personal choice is cool, but victims though. Yep, you got that right, Jorge Fruit. There's victims and from some of the actions we make based on our personal choice. Oh, thanks, Brian. I would say I'm a good man, and I do care deeply. I do. I really I enjoy having a platform to discuss these issues with you guys here on live streams and the videos I make. I'm very passionate about this. As you see, I'm really passionate about my music that I make. And I'm really passionate about everything involved with veganism. Everything meaning the three big reasons for being vegan. Not killing animals needlessly, not destroying our planet needlessly, and not killing ourselves needlessly by avoiding the leading causes of death. So I'm really passionate about this, you know. As I'm getting older, I know health is really important. Like when you're in your 20s, you can eat a crappy diet and kind of get away with it. But yeah, once you hit my age, you'll see you can't get away with it. It slows you down. A lot of our friends are no longer living with us anymore because of decisions of diet and lifestyle. So yeah, I take health very seriously, and I take very seriously the health of our planet. I would feel like my life was completely wasted and unsuccessful if I didn't do everything I could to do my best to make sure that the next generation of humans will have the luxury that we've all had for the most part of having a planet that's livable, where sea levels aren't rising and inundating our communities along the coast, where wildfires aren't burning down our communities every summer, and all the other things that are going to happen with climate change, this global weirding of weather. So anyway, yeah, I'm very passionate about these issues, so I'm glad you guys are into it too. Okay, let's see. Typical day of eating, Larry. Typical day of eating. Sometime in the morning, it could be, well, let's say, like, a typical day. I'll get up, have a smoothie. I'll have, like, you know, depending if I went to the gym, I'll have a few more bananas than normal, but it could be like from 7 to 9 bananas, depending on the size of the bananas and what I did that day. And I'll put some blueberries in there. I'll put in my, like Clean Machine, it's not mine, but the Clean Machine Lentein that I've been into for like the past like I don't know how long, maybe 8, 9, 10 months. So that's my breakfast. Lunch, maybe I'll make some, it depends who's making food. If it's me, I'll throw some tacos together, some corn tortillas, some beans, some greens, make some tacos. At night, you know, hopefully Angie will make us something cool. Like maybe tonight we'll make like a stir fry. I think Tracy, our moderator here, has tried out Angie's new stir fry, which will appear in her next book, which will be out sometime later this year. You know, it'll be like, yeah, rice and different veggies involved in it. It depends. Every day's a little different, obviously, but that's one way to do it. Will I run for president? Most definitely not. The amount of money is involved in a city council race are mind-boggling, and for president, it's even wackier and zanier, so probably not. However, I do have some ideas on how to change the balance of power when it comes to funding. Just a matter if I want to pursue those ideas or not. Is it worth putting time into these ideas? Let's see. Oh, Don, yeah, I see what you're saying there. Putting this question to people: if you think it's hard to go vegan, think about how hard life is for dairy cows and the animals at the slaughterhouse. Well, that requires people to have compassion for these animals. A lot of people will just say, I don't care. As long as I get my food, I'm cool with it. So, you know, what can you say if they lack the compassion? Maybe they're just saying that to like just protect themselves in an argument or a debate. I think most people, when you get down to it, unless they're extreme, like, you know, sociopaths, have compassion for animals. Let's see. When do I stop eating? Asked Chad. I hope I didn't miss another question before that, but I stop eating when I'm full or run out of food. I don't like stop eating when I'm still hungry. I don't do any kind of like eat only until I'm a certain like 90% full, like the Okinawans supposedly did or anything like that. No, I just eat till I'm full or there's no more food on my plate. Do I like cooking? I'm not that good at cooking. You know, I'm all right at best. You know, I'm kind of a novice, I would say. Angie's pretty good at it though, so I'll usually work with her, like assist her, like her sous chef. I'll just get her whatever she needs. I'll make the rice. I'll get some chopped vegetables or whatever it might take. But yeah, she's the one that's really good at preparing foods. Why am I looking at that camera for? I should be looking at this one. I'm so used to the other one. But yeah. Yeah, we're making a new book, Dried Mango. Angie's pretty far along with it, and Tracy, the moderator here, our great moderator, and Race Lover is also a great moderator. Not saying one is greater than the other, but yeah, Angie's tested some of the recipes out with Tracy, and yeah, Tracy's been quite enthusiastic about them. Same with her husband, Will, who's been enjoying them too. So this is the first book where we've actually tried the recipes outside of our own kitchen and getting feedback from others. So yeah, this is going to be an awesome book when it's finally done. Stop eating when you're dead. That's one way to do it, Matt, for sure. Cool, Larry. I'm glad I inspire you. I guess that's my goal when I get down to it. You know, inspire others to live a life that involves not killing animals for food or clothing. A lifestyle that is actually helping to increase our chances of fighting climate change, and a life that's going to help you hopefully live longer than you would have otherwise. So it's such a win-win-win. Let's see what else you guys are talking about there. Yeah, hopefully, Wujetta, you just increased my stream revenue by a fraction of a cent or something there. I'll take it. Awesome. Let's see. Do you find it's very controversial when you tell people you're vegan? You know, I find it's less and less controversial. Like today, if you're on earlier, I said I was wearing this shirt when I went to go visit the Sierra Club because they're seeking to possibly endorse a candidate in my race. And they knew I was vegan. I communicated with them before that, and it was not a problem when I got there. They actually had made a vegan banana bread. I don't know if they made it especially for me, but I said, oh, cool. I just had my smoothie, but that's my water bottle. But since you went to the trouble of making a vegan banana bread, I got to check it out. So yeah, they were cool with that. One of them was a vegetarian. So it's becoming more and more common these days, especially with the explosion of plant-based foods, Beyond Burgers, stuff like that. An idea of veganism, which was maybe a weird idea to your average person 3 or 4 years ago, now is like commonplace. So yeah, they've had Beyond Burgers, they like it, not to say that defines what veganism is, but they understand, they're past step one. You don't have to start from the very beginning. I eat no meat, no dairy, they kind of get it already. No, that's not a fridge, that's a closet. Some like just not the greatest constructed closet. That's where my clothes are. Yeah, ask me questions, guys. Just ask me questions here. That's what's been going on, so we'll keep going that big red. Favorite vegan dessert? Man, I don't have a favorite vegan dessert. I guess okay, I'll take that back. I tell you, it's a chain around the country, a small chain called Salt and Straw, and there's one here in Anaheim by Disneyland, and it's in downtown Disney actually, and they have vegan ice cream there, and I get forgot what it was, but it has a bunch of weird ingredients in it, all plant-based. One of them is dandelion. You think that would be horrible. It's some kind of chocolate dandelion thing. It's delicious. So on rare occasion, we'll stop by there and get some of that. So I guess that's my favorite vegan dessert. Yeah, far away. Savory or sweet, I like them both. It's like once you have something savory, then I like to go to something sweet rather than staying all sweet or all savory. That's one thing that sucked about being like, fruitarian kind of raw. It's like too much sweet, you kind of want some savory something, I mean, not to say you can't do that, but, it's possible, but I kind of miss just having some potatoes and rice, stuff like that. What would I rate Angie's banana muffins? She hasn't made any banana muffins in a long time, so I cannot say at this point. Don't be a punk. Vote for the councilman that can dunk. Yep, that's what I'm. That's what my yard signs all say there, Race Lover. Flavored or unflavored? Let's see. I can't see what it is that would be flavored or unflavored. Or am I taking vitamins? If yes, which? Yeah, I have a sublingual B12 spray that I use maybe twice a week now. And the only other thing that would be considered a vitamin, I would guess, would be the Clean Machine Lentein. I haven't even shown that yet. Let me see. I got my browser here. I'll take you to their website here. Cleanmachine.com. Yeah, this stuff here, this clean green protein stuff that you see right here. It's got they've recently found through an analysis that wasn't done until recently that it contains B12, but it contains a bunch of other vitamins and minerals too. So if you want to consider this a vitamin or something like that, I'll put that in the show notes here. You've probably seen me make a few videos about it. And if you use our code HAPPYVEGAN, I believe I think it's 20% off. I don't think it's 25. It's 20 or 25. I'm pretty sure it's 20% off. So anyway, let's get back to me here. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's my vitamin supplement, if you will. I'm taking it because it's high in protein, and it has an amino acid profile similar to that of whey. And I've just find it helpful for the kinds of exercises I've been doing for basketball to get some more strength. So that's the only reason I take it. And the fact that it has absorbable B12 is like, hell yeah. And it also has omega-3 in the form of ALA. So yeah, it's a pretty kick-ass plant, duckweed. Let's see. All right, what else you guys asking here? I probably missed a few of your questions. Do I put salt on fruit? No. Are Girl Scout cookies overrated? I don't know. I remember buying some vegan ones last year that were all right. I just got them just to try them out, but I didn't think they were that awesome. Do I typically just do smoothies for breakfast? Well, let's look at it this way. I typically don't have smoothies at other times of the day. Unless I go to the gym at night, I might have a little smoothie when I get back. But yeah, typically smoothies are for breakfast. Thoughts on hip peas? Ooh, I hear squirrels going crazy right now outside. Wow, they're going nuts. Those bags of chips, those hippies, I haven't had them in a long time, so I couldn't tell you. Let's see. Produce, not pills. Whatsoever. Anyone ever got medically got earwax removed? Ooh, that sounds pretty hardcore. I've never done that. It sounds pretty serious. Let's see.